Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again. I'm Will Dragon Media. Not literally just myself, but. And I am playing All Quiet in the Trenches. We are once again going to be playing a hardcore game, and we are once again going to be pushing to get our boys to home leave. We tried this a couple of weeks ago. We unfortunately hit a bug. It wasn't going the best, to be honest with you, anyway. I don't know if we would have made it, if I'm being honest. But we hit a bug, so it ended prematurely before we found out anyway. So we're going to start again. We're going to see how we can do this time. We're going to hit single save, hard mode, continue, and let us begin. Let's be introduced to our troops, and fingers crossed we get a good bunch. We see them in the distance. Where are they? We have... Dum 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 dum. Nope, those aren't my troops. Oh, I think I can see Frem's bald head. I can still hardly believe that a few days ago, back home, I had been appointed under-officer in charge of this handful of men. And here they were, sneaking through the trenches behind me, not 100 meters from the enemy positions, with heavy packs and dwindling strength. Florian Mail, I like this guy. Always dexterous. He's my barbed wire cutter. He's always really good. Very pragmatic, somewhat patriotic, very sociable, and somewhat cautious. Alfred Lotz, badly shaven and so far mainly caught my attention through his cynical remarks. I think this guy went AWOL on me last time and ran away. Reinhard Hunt. I like this guy as well. He's an Alsatian. I believe that's how you say it properly. I'd have to wait till it comes back up again. Very tolerant, very pragmatic, fairly diplomatic, fairly courageous, very sociable, and fairly compassionate. Let's just double check what was Alfred Lotz. Fairly tolerant. Oh, that's good. Outspoken, fairly sociable, very pragmatic, fairly unpatriotic, and fairly courageous. He is, however, trained in shooting. Hunt, unfortunately, nothing. And then Fram, I knew I saw his bald head. He is trained in first aid, and he is attentive, but he's a little bit slow. He's currently faltering, but we can improve that with a good meal. And then we have fairly unpatriotic, very distant, and very cautious. Hello again. Wiki? Welcome to the stream. Yes, Herr Lieutenant. We're going to start with the same one. Regardless of how I assessed our situation, was not the time to make a bad first impression. Some of my men looked worried, but Lieutenant von Karsbrook nodded in satisfaction. My adjutant will show you your sleeping quarters. Afterwards, report to me for today's duties. I felt the eyes of my soldiers on my back. Obviously, some men resented my lack of concern for their needs. Without so much as another glance at me, Lieutenant von Karsbrook turned back to the documents on his table. Welcome to the trenches, Herr Unterofficer. Oh, Fram, how can I help you? We only have the rations left that we took with us. Where are we supposed to get something to eat around here? We have night watch. And he suggests we send the rest to the supply depot to get some food. Well then, in that case, we'll put 2 on night watch. I'm surprised the attentive guy doesn't get bonuses from being on night watch. I mean, you'd figure that's exactly what it would mean. When it comes down to orders, they're merely guidelines. Because remember, folks, follow the pirate code. We're gonna stick 2 guys that are like Mail and Lots. So to fetch rations, we... Can I get away with... No, we'll send both of them because I do only have rations for a day. So we need to get 2 more days supply back in camp. Alright, let's go to the next turn. Cool. So we've gotten rid of our food problems. Everyone's alive and happy. Average prestige, neutral mood. Oh look! Someone wishes to speak to me. Hi, Von Cosbrook. Another communications trench collapsed. Hound officer, gather your shovels and men. You have to rebuild it as soon as possible. Ah, 3-man job. Hate 3-man jobs. Take up too much of your squad. Especially when you only got 4 men in your squad. Well, we'll leave Hunt to get a bit of a rest. He's a little bit more tired than everyone else for some reason. Left and right side of your trench, I guess we only build one. Yeah, I was thinking about the trench building mechanic as well. Hang on, let's hit next turn. And, because I read a few things, and for instance, one guy said that he doesn't like building barbed wire because... Here comes the artillery. Because if he has to go and attack, the barbed wire actually gets in his own way. Excuse me, which is interesting, because... Yeah, I don't know. So, food for thought. But yeah, we'll have another good look at the trench building mechanic when we get there. A few hours ago, the roar of artillery had begun. At first it was as quiet as the rumble of thunder in the distance. But recently it became steadily louder and more threatening. Suddenly there was a thud not 10 meters from the hiding spot where my men were huddled. An artillery shell shredded the dugout of our neighboring troop. Pieces of wood and metal flew for meters and smoke obscured the view. The noise was deafening for a few seconds and died away as quickly as it had come. An almost eerie, silent gasp of shock passed. Then my men and I jumped up, pushed aside broken beams, and searched for our buried comrades. We found 2, for whom all help came too late. A third, however, we could still hear panting. Now, he was lying trapped with his body under a fallen beam. His face was distorted with pain and he was barely conscious. We must try and help him. Now, I've never seen this guy saved, and I think I've tried to save him every single time. Which, I don't know, I think I'm on like at least 5 or 6 attempts. And he's never been saved. He never makes it. I'm gonna actually put a swift end to his suffering this time. And see what helps. Hopefully Hunt doesn't take a huge morale dip from it. But I don't want to waste my men's energy, however bad it sounds, because it's a pointless and failing task in this game. I will do it myself. I drew my pistol, which I had received only a few days before. Cold and alien, it lay in my hand. Once more, I exhaled, as we'd practiced on the parade ground back home. Then, with a single shot, I ended the young soldier's life. Even now, as I write this, the blood curdles in my veins, and I feel as if I can still hear the shock and the silence afterwards. Yeah, no, we hit a bad mood. Yeah, fair enough. So I guess, yeah, Hunt took a hit. I don't know if everyone... I mean, lots shouldn't have taken a hit, but he looks like he may have done. And there are things that need my attention. Skirmish is added, bad mood has been added, change to contemptuous, and negative events have all been added. Okay. Someone wants to talk to me. Hello, Von Cosbrook. I shall destroy one of our telephone lines. Instruct one of your men to carry this message to the command post immediately. We also have defensive position. Ram. Herr Unterofficer. The advanced emplacement has been destroyed by artillery. Now we're missing a well-covered position, and the French have an easy way into our trenches. Again, to be honest with you, I'm not going to choose to rebuild this because it takes 3 people, and I'm not too worried about it. The French are going to come for me anyway, so we're going to send one guy to deliver a message, not the slow guy. We'll send lots, get her running, and the other 3 guys are actually going to have rest. Hunt. Oh, not a lot to say to me. Mail. Mr. Fram. I'm guessing they're all not in a talkative mood. Yeah, every time I've gotten the guy to hospital, but he's not actually survived. So it just seems a waste to send 2 of my guys to drag him there to get more tired. And then for him to just come back with negative events anyway. Like, don't get me wrong, if I'd sent him there, Hunt would have been happy that we tried. But I don't think it's worth my guy's exhaustion. Yeah, so I'm not going to replace that emplacement, not at this point. Let's go to the next turn. I mean, the French are going to turn up at some point. That always happens in this. Right, let's hold up in the bunker. Let's do that. I didn't see whether my mood went up or down. We're under artillery fire. And... oh, wow. These two are now strained. And yet they did nothing last turn. Interesting. That must be a mechanic of just not getting enough sleep. Which is going to make things much, much harder in general, because obviously you can get your soldiers and stuff can collapse in the trench phase. But if there's not really any way for them to rest, I know you can send them back to camp, which I'm going to have to play with this playthrough and see what happens. That soldier you sent to deliver the message, what was his name? Lots. Anyway, he didn't come back with an answer until many hours later. Way too late. Oh, next time send someone more reliable. Well, there's only so much you can try. We have no jobs. We don't need any food. Yeah, it does. That's what I mean. Yeah, obviously, I think when we come to a proper trench phase, like I said, I can send people back. We'll see what happens with that. But for now, we've got nothing. So everyone, just hold up in the bunker. Don't get shot. Don't have artillery fall on top of us. Oh, I think here comes the French. For the past day, my men and I have been sitting tightly packed in our bunker, whilst the French artillery rained down salvo after salvo of death and destruction on us. During the hard work of our first days in the trenches, I had hardly found a quiet minute to have a personal conversation with my men. But now, they were sitting next to me, tense and still mostly strangers, and I fervently hoped that they would survive the shelling unscathed. The silence between us was in sharp contrast to the constant droning outside. Then, after hours, the firing suddenly stopped, and a sigh of relief went through the ranks of some of the young soldiers. However, that was the moment when the veterans of the other troops tensed up and began loading their rifles. The French are coming! Stay together, people! Oh, apologies, folks. No, Lots is pragmatic. So for him, yeah, they're merely guidelines. For him, it's all about the pirate code. About time we finally go home. So yeah, no, maybe I should have sent someone that was by the book. I mean, he's slow, so he's a terrible choice. I think all the rest are pragmatic. Yeah, very pragmatic. And very pragmatic. So I don't know if any of them technically would have come back with speed. Anyway, let's run away from our first trench, because we're not defending it this time, are we? And let's make sure we're far enough back to not get that injury. Avoid injuries in Battle 1. The key point on this, to avoid those big injuries as long as possible. You get a big injury, especially going off my last game, it's painful. So painful. You end up in that death spiral, and down you go. The enemy has superior numbers. We may soon have to retreat from these trenches. You and your greenhorns to collect and evacuate all the ammunition you can find. Which, this is where Fram's eyes come into play. Male. You're the man. What do we find? What do we find? Yeah, most of our guys are very pragmatic. I'm hoping that some of the guys we get might be by the book, but we'll have to see, obviously, who we get. Male, what you get for me? Bit of ammunition and first aid supplies. Crap. Apart from this grenade, I didn't find anything else. And Lots. Shot hit right next to you. Your heart is beating like crazy. Well, we can retreat. Oh, we don't want to go to a position where we're flanked. Let's go to this position and go grab some more ammunition. I think for this one, I have heard that about no injuries, but I think for this one, you're okay as long as you have a lot of ammunition, because that's what we're tasked with. Oh, yeah, sorry, collect ammunition. That'll be Fram again. Yeah, so we're okay for this one to not come back with injuries, I think. I think it's just as long as we have a lot of ammunition. Because we're not actually tasked to fight in this one. We can't actually shoot back. Oh, we can, actually. Oh, we can also throw some hand grenades. That was pretty close. Fram, what'd you get me? Able to find some ammunition. Oh, that puts me into crossfire. Anywhere else? Oh yeah, let's get in this really well defended position. Get yourselves in there, guys. We've got some ammunition over there. I don't say how many troops have these guys got, but half of them mine. Yeah, there he goes. Okay. Fram, what happened? Heads down, artillery. Probably my own. Fram, find me some more ammunition. Hopefully this will fill us up, and then we can just get ready to start running. Apart from this grenade, I didn't find anything here. Well, I don't like that as an answer. Oh, there are people screaming. Let's go back, I think, to this one. Also very good cover. And we have some more ammunition. Yep, we are falling back. That's fine. You search the hideout. Let's throw us a grenade. That should be enough, right? We've collected quite a lot now and can't carry much more. We should provide cover fire so our comrades can retreat. Yeah, we're going to do that for a turn. And then we're going to continue running like crazy ourselves. We should be able to get back here. So we'll do that. Let's face the enemy. Yeah, grenade those guys. Find equipment removed. What did we find? Ram, stand still. I'm trying to click on you. Able to find some ammunition. Okay. And like I said, yeah, our guys are out of here. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do the same. Are we still under artillery fire? Yeah, a little bit. Let's get going. You can always search for more crates from this this back position as well. We're kind of behind everybody when it comes to retreating, so we were. Depends how far all these guys file out. Damn artillery! Hunt must have taken a hit. Oh no! Oh wow! Oh come on! I seriously do not believe that. First aid for Hunt. We'll get our guy who's trained in first aid. And we're still going to search some crates. I can't believe it. We were doing so well. And then, of course, we're smashed by artillery. You're not allowed to escape without that, hopefully not man-killing injury. Because... I mean, we're undoubtedly going to get back to full hospitals, so we're going to have that problem. And he's not treated yet. Oh, he is, actually. Male, get him out of here. Hunt, you will make it. I was able to stop Hunt's bleeding. The wound hurts so much, I can hardly move. Oh, come on! Like, let's... Automatic death spiral from the beginning. I mean, there's just going to be no need, is there? Where can we get to? Go back one. Come on, get Hunt back there. Oh, it's got Hunt to Field Hospital. I just told somebody to do that, I'm sure. Let's hop back another one. Oh, guys, get yourself back. Yeah, go on, Male. You get him to the field hospital. Covering fire for mail. Is that one of my guys up front, or is that... No, they'll be just in front of me. Yep. I'm going to put 2 guys on covering fire. Could be a terrible idea. I mean, to be fair, do I need to? I mean, he is behind me. Previous action, retreat. Next action, suppress. Or I could just end it. I'm just actually going to end it. Nah, do you know what? Let's do a round of covering fire. I mean, we got 2 sets of troops in front of us. We should be okay for 1 more round. Famous last words until another artillery shell comes in. See, look, get away from my men. Damn explosions. In a 2-man army. Ah, the French are running away. They're running away. Let's get back in the trench. Oh, I grew some bushes and changed to moderate cover. Okay, so let's get back across the trench. Get across that creek. Hopefully, Mail won't be missing at the beginning. Because he should technically be back in camp, so... Change to an abysmal mood. Oh, fan-dabba-dozy. Medium stress, exhausted, and out of breath. Let's go to camp, folks, and let's see if I can control this situation. So I think keeping the hospital on no occupancy is a must. Yep, that's a giant no to the get nobody wounded at the start. When an artillery lands on top of you. I thought I was doing really well, you know, creeping backwards bit by bit, not going too fast, keeping with the other guys and providing cover fire, and picking up loads of ammunition. But nope. And he wasn't even scratched. He's been smashed in the face with an artillery shell. The explosions, gunshots, and screams still echoed in my ears. We'd only been fighting for a few minutes, and yet it felt as if years had passed since this morning. In the everyday life back home, a lifetime away. Being in the camp now, safely far behind the front, was surreal. The light-hearted chirping of the birds almost drowned out the dull rumble of the front, and the cries of pain from the field hospital where we had taken Hunt. My people lay down exhausted on the grass, surrounded by boxes of ammunition and equipment that we had saved. Dirty and bloodied, some still pale and trembling, but soon the angry voice of Lieutenant in the distance abruptly broke the supposed peace. Even before we could see him coming towards us amidst the tents. Herr Lieutenant, can I help you today? Lieutenant von Karlsruhe looked down contemptuously at my people, most of whom were still sitting or lying on the ground. But seeing the ample supply of ammunition seemed to appease him. Good job, Herr Unterofficer, he forced out against his visibly blazing anger. Not that it was a difficult task, but apparently this bunch of slobs you have to be happy if anyone shows even a modicum of competency. Our troops were in the best position for a counterattack, but no, the reserve was too cowardly to take advantage of this unique opportunity we had prepared for them. The lieutenant rumbled without prompting, and now the Herr Major accuses us of having abandoned the trench line unnecessarily. A disgrace! Henceforth, we will hold the line, come what may. My people did their best. I'm gonna try and up the morale of the people. I defended my soldiers' performance. Raised an eyebrow skeptically. Then I expect drastic improvements from you and your people. My promotion to Oberleutnant is at stake, he lectured me. Well, of course, that's why we're all here, to get von Karlsruhe promoted. Set up camp, Herr Unterofficer. Sooner or later, we'll get our chance to pay back the French. He ordered and left us to take out his displeasure on others. Hopefully that way we're into a bad mood. Good recovery added. Hunt, you amazing man. Have that good recovery. Field Hospital, how can I help you? Your Hunt Unterofficer. I'm Sister Elizabeth Ritter. I organize our small field hospital here. Don't worry, Hunt is doing pretty well. He will soon recover from his wounds. I'm honestly glad you were overwhelmed so quickly. The shorter a skirmish, the fewer the dead and wounded. Certainly is, yes. A Luton can throw a fit about losing the trench line all he wants, but I'm content at not being overburdened and nobody dying under my care. I will agree. I'm glad you see it that way too. They want fame and glory. Now he wants a promotion. I own what comes from fame and glory. There's only agony and death to be won here. So, yeah, again, it's... I don't know if things will change as the game develops, but it's interesting with characters like Nurse Elizabeth, because you can obviously gain her favor, etc. But I don't see that there's any bonus to it, from what I've found so far. Same with the chef. The chef, although I've not seen any negatives to them either, which is also a good thing. Obviously, the clerk generally helps you anyway. Again, there's not too much from him. And the village elder, not too much from them either. Or at least, I know you can ask them for food, but I've never seen it successful. I'm Anton Zelinsky, your field cook. I'm afraid I can't cook anything for you right now, though as your squad has not been allocated supplies. Better contact Field Intendant Hennick. Which, who I'm sure wants to speak to me. You're the new goods under officer, right? Field Intendant Hennick, responsible for supplying the troops. I'll allocate some supplies to your group immediately. Thank you very much. How much? Oh, we are quite good on average prestige. I'm going to ask for a favor. I'm going to try and see if I can sneak in a bottle of wine. There's no problem at all. I'll bring one out right away. Don't worry, it won't be missed. That did cost me a good chunk of prestige, but I can afford it right now, so that's why I'm getting in my bottle of wine as my favor. Change to exhausted. Okay, field rations. I just got delivery from the field intendant. What size rations should your people want? Regular rations. No rations might be in order lest we run out. Hang on, so I've just been given supplies. Oh, and I'm on low food stocks. Huh. Then I asked for the wrong favor. Although I don't want better food. Storage is slowly emptying, but there's still enough left for you to get some extra if you need it. Except that shouldn't... No, it does. He disapproves of this, but that's fine. Yes, that bottle of wine was very much missed. So I'm gonna send Fran. Hopefully we can get rid of our low supply. What we're also gonna do, I heard of a lovely trick, so I'm gonna try it for at least a turn and see what we can do. So if we stay on normal field rations, and then let's have a quick chat. Hanover, Hound Officer. What's in a place? The important thing is the people and their freedom. I've been involved in the German Metalworkers Association since I was 16. This is my home, Hound Officer, the world of the underprivileged class. Do you know the mechanical weaving mill? They produce 7 million meters of velvet there every single year. And 1 million leather. You should see the steam engines. It has 500 horsepower. Hanover is booming, but of course it's the workers back of the workers. But it's the workers back of the workers. That doesn't quite make sense. But at least we've managed to bargain the work hours down from 12 to 10, thanks to the union. Don't know what else to say. How about your family? I'm glad you asked. I have 4 children and hope my wife can keep them well fed. Sometimes the thought of my family is the only thing that, well, that I can hold on to. My youngest was born just before the war, and now I'm here. I don't even want to imagine what's going to become of them if I don't make it back. My wife's name is Ada. We got married at 17. She's very efficient and humble and supports me, as befits a wife. What else can I say? Anything else? No. Okay, so I'm going to grant reward, and I'm going to grant him bigger rations. That, in essence, puts him up to double rations, and as you can see, it gives him a positive event. Is this male? Yep, male. I'm completely spent. Let's talk about his origins and family as well. My family comes from Bamberg. That's in the Kingdom of Bavaria. Have you ever been there, Herr Unterofficer? You should definitely do that sometime. We have the best beer in the whole empire. I have actually been there. It's nice. We have a lot of really good breweries here in Bamberg. Of course, ours is not to be scoffed at either, and the town itself is definitely worth a visit. The town is beautifully situated between 7 hills with a river flowing through the center. If one had time, one could find many lovely spots to linger there. That sounds beautiful. I don't know what else to say about this at the moment. Family. How's your family life? I come from a long line of brewers. I know the craft of my father and grandfather. We all live under one roof. My parents, my grandparents, some of my younger siblings and I. We help each other. We work together. It's not always easy though, especially when you have different views on how the brewery should run. I'm just too busy to have my own family. I've been a master brewer myself for a long time, and my father has slowly realized that not everything has to be done the way it's always been done. We'll see if that's still true when I get back home. And that is all he has. Give you bigger rations. And look at that morale boost. Look at that morale. Look, we were just into a bad mood and we're now halfway up. Is Fram? Yep, we found Fram. Now I can't give improved rations to Hunt. Currently lying in a field hospital. I'm completely spent. Let's learn about you, Fram. I am Viennese. Well, that is my adopted home, and that's where I belong. This guy's a... My dad was an authoritarian man. I think that benefits me here now. I don't know what else to say about this at this moment. I am married and have 3 children. I also, and especially as a scientist, ask myself what this time will do with the women who have now been left alone. But surely you don't care for that. The survival of the people depends on the careful and responsible behavior of the housewife. We know, Herr Unterofficer, my wife is doing her duty. Let's give you bigger rations. Oh, that was a tiny little increase. Tiny little increase. Maybe because I gave it to him last. But still, we've gone from neutral, from contemptuous, and to camaraderie with male. I like that. And of course, they've all got positive events. Can't actually give them any more food in terms of double rations. Although, I don't think that'll technically give them double rations. And without double rations, you don't get as good as a recovery. Is this Hunt? No, that's... Let's, can I find my guy? No, that's not him. Where's Hunt? Where's Hunt? Where's Hunt? Oh, was it? Yeah, I found him. Don't worry, Herr Unterofficer. It looks worse than it is. Nurse Elizabeth is optimistic I will make a full recovery, but I need rest now. Thank you for visiting me. Tell me about yourself, Hunt. I am from Neustadt and Doss, but I'm more drawn to Berlin, where so much is happening right now. I don't know what else to say at the moment. My parents sent me to war to get me back on track. I mean, of course, I wanted to go to war. My parents support me in this. My father is a mirror maker. We deal with very well-heeled customers. So, well, our reputation is definitely very important. And until today, spotless. Why? What happened today? I don't know. It's getting injured? Does that make you... Is that bad for your reputation? I mean, don't the folks back home love scars? You know, a cheeky little war wound to show the ladies? Come on, Hunt. Look on the bright side. And I suppose that's us. We are going to lose some prestige. Hopefully we won't dip below average. But we'll see what happens. When I met Elmer Fram, I was relieved. According to his files, he could also have been a doctor in the military hospital, and I had expected corresponding frustration and disapproval from him. But he seemed relaxed and composed about his appointment as simple soldiering. It takes me out of my work, he admitted, but those few months, he shrugged his shoulders. Yeah, it won't be long now. We'll be done by Christmas. We'll always be done by Christmas. He nodded, probably not expecting anything else. Very good, he said. In a few months' time in Vienna, the annual conference of the Wednesday Psychological Society takes place, of which I am a member. They will be expecting me at that date. All the distinguished experts will be there. Sauntering as if we were on a promenade, he went on his way. However, whether he would really be back home in a few months remained unclear. So hopefully his morale's gone up a bit. He was just into the second bar. Mail, one of my men, had made no secret of his previous work as a master brewer since he joined our troop. He often seemed to be thinking about his family and their brewery at home. He told everyone, whether they wanted to hear it or not, about his plans after the war. It seemed to be my turn today, and he had been chattering away for a while now. I let him talk. Probably helped him and took his mind off things. No harm in holding on to hope that he would soon be able to return to his normal life, I thought to myself. When some of his comrades joined the conversation, I took my leave and returned to my own tasks. Here we go again. Low prestige. Damn it, we did dip down. Very unfortunate. We don't have low food supplies anymore, though. And we are, of course, out of the bad mood. Let's see, how's Fram doing? Yeah, we got him up almost another full bar. That is fantastic. And see, look, yeah, he is on double rations. So, you keep your guys on normal, give them all increased rations, because then they get positive events, because you're being nice to them, and they all actually get double rations. Not bad, eh? Schmidtbauer! He is inattentive. Wow, this guy has no stats at all. There you are, Herr Unterofficer. Wilhelm Schmidtbauer, I have been assigned to your group. You and me will show these youngsters what the old guard are made of, won't we? Let's learn about you, Schmidtbauer. I come from a small town near Leipzig. I much prefer it to the big city. In our little town, we know each other, we care. And the people know who I am when they see me on the street. The children always duck and cower. Haha. I am proud of our town, where we still keep our traditions. Progress and innovation are of course good, especially during war. But culturally, you have to stick to the tried and tested. Immediately, grant reward. I feel like this guy didn't do too well this last time. Things are rough at my school. Retired teachers and kindergarten teachers are now stepping in for men like me, while we're off at the front. The longer the war goes on, the worse the situation at home. Don't know what else to say. Tell us about your family, Schmidtbauer. I got married as soon as I received my first salary. I just don't know what my wife is doing home all alone now without me. She doesn't have anything to do all day. As a teacher, I spent enough time with children already. I'm glad that I don't have any brats running around at home that I have to keep in check. I don't know what else to say. Grant reward. Have some bigger rations. That's very generous of you. Yes, it is. Now I just have to get around the rest of the guys, if I can find them. Fran? Yeah, see, look. And you keep getting positive events, and they get their double rations. It's a much better way of doing this than just granting them double rations. Of course. It's a kind of little workaround thing, but I don't mind. Lots. Have bigger rations. He only took a small increase this time. And we're looking for mail. Were you sat in the corner with this guy? Yeah, you were. Yeah, he only gets a small bit as well. I don't know if it is. I'll test next time. Because Fram seemed to get a good bit more. And hang on, where's... Yeah, Schmidtbauer got a nice bit more as well. So next time, I'll make sure I give bigger rations to the person who's got the worst morale first. And we'll see what happens. So positive events are increasing, which is fantastic. We've gone from respectful to favourable. And we've gone from neutral to camaraderie. Yeah. Well, we all know how latrine duty works. It's all about whoever tells me that the latrine's full gets latrine duty. Because if they were smart, they'd grumble it to someone else's squadron, and then they'd tell their under-officer, and they'd have to sort it out. But that's just not how it goes. Oh, rats. We're definitely going to have rats, right? Your men are exhausted. You would like to give them larger portions, but it's fine, because I'm already giving them double rations. It's all okay. Ram is now down at strained. Smithsbauer has turned up tired. You clogged, you clean. Exactly! Put yourself together and do as I tell you, Herr Unterofficer. I'm giving you orders, not requests. Would you like something else, von Karlsbruck? Your performance leaves a lot to be desired. Until that improves, you can expect more work assignments. Your group is tasked with guard duty. Get up, and there's more. Those villagers are suspect. Not a problem. We did, of course, dip down into low prestige. That was by getting more rations, because heaven forbid. Yes, gave them double rations as a reward. They're all on normal rations. You've not missed too much. This is still the first camp phase. As you can see, we're still setting up camp. But by giving them extra rations, you actually give them double rations as well, which gives them positive events because you're giving them a reward, and then gives them double rations, so doesn't use up your food as fast. As, of course, you could try and give them double rations and give them more food, but then you're going to be crushing your food supplies. But yeah, this way, no, you get to give them both things, and you, like I said, yeah, you get your double rations, you also get a positive event. Okay, we're not going to set up our camp at all this turn. Yeah, quadruple rations, I wish. Oh, village outskirts. Madame LaRoche. Bonjour, monsieur. Are you the Herr Officer whose people pitched their tents right here at the camp entrance? No, we haven't pitched any tents yet. We haven't been allowed. My name is Marion LaRoche. I am one of the village elders in our community. Since I can speak German, I try my best to mediate between the residents of the village and the soldiers here in the camp. That is nice. Right, now, unfortunately, yes, there's going to be no one left to set up my camp. I'm sure someone's going to have a go at me for soon. But, we'll see what we can do. Okay, there's nothing that affects that. Now, we do want people that are... Well, he can't come along. So we don't want him because he's very intolerant. So we shall send lots. And I'm going to send Fran. Why not? And then on guard duty... It doesn't really matter which round I do it, does it? Now, if only Hunt was back... He's still heavily wounded, even though he is getting a good recovery. Let's go see. Is there anything I can do to help? Although, no, wait. I can't help right now. But I will offer next turn. Hunt, how are you doing? It looks worse than it is. I'm glad to hear it. Go forward another week. Or... Oh, how many days it is now in the trench? Whether it went down to 10? Yeah, it went down to 10 from 12, I think. When I saw the soldier, Alfred Lotz, at camp, he was inspecting his assigned rifle with great interest, almost as if he was memorizing the design. He's not patriotic. Oh, no, he's very courageous. He's not patriotic. I don't know about keep it up. A good-natured joke, is he social? He is fairly social. I'm going to try a joke. Never seen a rifle before? Where was it when you went to basic training? In Gunlersburg, he quipped back immediately. Well then, go ahead and familiarize yourself with your weapon. If you have any questions, I'm here for you. I was about to move on when he said, do you also think the war will be over soon? I faltered. So I'm not going to lean on military leadership, because again, he's unpatriotic. I think he's a godly man. That's unfortunately not one of the stats they tell you. Are you in a hurry? Let's lead into further conversation. He's very motivated, I'll tell you that much. I was actually planning something else when the war broke out. Then he quickly added, besides, I have 4 children. I want to get back to them, of course. That seemed more of a distraction. Do you think it will be much longer before I can do that? He is fairly outspoken. I'm gonna be direct with him as well. Let's see what this does to his. I openly shared my apprehension. Lox looked surprised and discouraged for a moment, but then nodded. I see. Thank you for your candor. With a heavy sigh, he added, even though I hope you were wrong. With these words, he turned back to his rifle and the conversation came to an end. Let's see how that's... He was just below getting into the last thing. Lieutenant von Karlsruhe had just finished one of his inspections of our camp and was on his way to the next troop when Fram came up to me. He made sure that the lieutenant was no longer within earshot. Then he nudged me with his elbow and gave me a crooked grin. How can you stay so serious when he's around? I couldn't do that. Such a posh aristocrat with his detached ideas of how things should be. He began to imitate one of the lieutenant's speeches about the importance of preserving the shine of our uniform buttons, and then interrupted himself with an amused snort. I'm going to side with the men for once. I would usually say nothing. I'm going to go for trying to get a medal for brilliance. Hopefully he doesn't hear me, because my prestige does not need to go down. It's not like he cares why he gets a medal, as long as he can show off at home without actually doing anything himself. We mocked the lieutenant a little longer before we went back to our duties. Oh, come on, prestige, make it. Oh, so close! So close to getting back to normal prestige. Fram, did that make you happy? Not really. The latrine is filled, Fram, my guy. That would be an amazing game mode. Be von Karlsruhe. I am the under-officer in charge, Kammerbunt. Oh, Kammerbunt. Look at him, he's got 7 personality traits. His head's full of things. What have we got? He's very cautious. He's very diplomatic, I like that. He is very compassionate. Completely by the book. Somewhat intolerant, somewhat patriotic, and fairly sociable. Yeah, honestly, I like that idea. I'd just a small phase where you get to be von Karlsruhe, and you have to... Oh, yeah, I don't know. Do you reckon you go by the same stats? You have to keep everybody working whilst keeping your prestige high enough to get yourself a medal by the end. Well, Commandant is not my first choice of soldiers I would want with me, but I still intend on trying to get no soldiers killed. Let's find out about it. I don't like to reminisce, Hound Officer. It makes me increasingly gloomy. When I think of my student room, the university, the library, the church. Dear God, when was the last time I went to church? My father is a household plumber with his own little workshop and all. I don't understand why he never went to work for one of the big factories. Next to the large metalworking industry, he always struggles to make ends meet. And if he had, we could have moved to one of the workers' settlements instead of staying in our humble little flat. We value progress and innovation in Munster. We have a port, a sewage treatment plant, and streetcars. You get used to such things, but it makes you think. These days, you can barely imagine the simple life that our grandparents live anymore. Wait till you see what a mobile phone is, my friend. I don't know what else to say. What about your family? My family is small, but on the other hand, it's actually incredibly large. All Christians are my family, especially the Catholics, of course. I spent a lot of time with my mother as a child. She saw an artistic talent in me and wanted to encourage that, but I decided to devote all my strength to theology. I would like to have a family of my own one day, but, well, I need a little more experience with, so, no opportunity has presented itself so far, but maybe my path also leads to celibacy. God will guide me and I will make that sacrifice if it pleases him. I don't know what else to say. Right then, so going down our guys, who has the worst morale? It looks like it's going to be a male. No, Kammerbunt has the worst morale. Let's find him again. You still sat down in the corner? You're still where I left you? Grant a reward. Bigger rations. Oh no, that only went up a tiny bit, so I suppose it just depends on the person. Male. Oh wait, I have to find them, don't I? Male. We'll still do it in order. Grant reward. Bigger rations. Who's going to come next? Bram? Yes, we have to find them, don't we? There's Smithbauer. Bram, my good friend. Bram, my good friend, the man who might be cleaning out a latrine very shortly. We'll go lots. He's highly motivated. And then Smithbauer. He's also highly motivated. He changed to strange just from turning up. I wish that was actually different in that game, from this game, if I'm perfectly honest. It'd be nice if when you got a new guy, he turned up well rested. But we'll find out. He is the one with the divine luck. Although we say that he didn't make it last time. But lots of positive events. Good mood added. We're in a good mood, folks. Double rations added. Change to strain. Change to camaraderie. But low supply stock added. Right, we still need to set up our camp so we can actually start to rest. Let's see, obviously, what else is going on. I consider you redeemed from your previous lapses. What else would you like? The Major ordered the start of the offensive this morning. We don't get a chance to win fame and honor just yet. We're in reserve for the time being. Make sure your men are ready at all times. Would you like something else? We have a few prisoners of war in our camp that need guarding until they can be moved. Would you like something else? Your performance leaves a lot to be desired. You just said it improved. God, you're giving me mixed signals on Carsbrook. Do you like me? Do you not like me? Do you need a hug? I mean, what's going on, man? What's going on? Let's leave. Oh, we got given guard duty and guard captives. I feel like he only told me about one of them. Maybe I was skipping through that too fast. I feel like he only gave me one of these two jobs. Don't do it to me. Do you have a minute? I don't. I can't. I've got 5 people needed for 5 jobs. Oh, thank you for taking the time, Herr Unterofficer. Mr. Elizabeth seemed tense, even though the field hospital did not seem too crowded at the moment. Please follow me, she motioned, and led me past the hospital towards a barren patch of land with a series of shallow ditches dug in a line. Graves. I heard there's a new offensive coming. Elizabeth paused and turned towards me with dire seriousness in her eyes and pointed towards the graves. Well, we're going to need a lot more of those. Do you think you could spare some of your men to dig some of them? I'll see what I can do. But I can't promise anything. She nodded with gratitude and put a gentle hand on my arm. Thank you, Herr Unterofficer. That's all I can ask. I know you're in a difficult position, and I don't mean to make it harder on you. Those words, she turned away to hurry back to the field hospital. It will fail if not done this turn. 7 jobs. And I would like to add, he's on a good recovery. He's not recovered 1 bit in 4 turns. So, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's great that he's not going downhill. But, on the other hand, he's also not recovering at all. Which is a little bit annoying. Guard captives. Let's get some guys who are... Go for some tolerant guys. Guard duty. He's probably going to collapse. And more to the point, we still haven't even pitched our tents yet. We still actually have to set up camp. Until we do that, we cannot get any rest. At all. Sorry, Smithbauer. Time to go clean some trenches. Now, I know it was Fran that came and pointed it out to me, but he's the most well-rested. And his morale is fantastic. I know, right? I could do so. I'll pitch their tents. I don't mind. I'll pitch their tents whilst, you know, they're doing things. I am not cleaning those latrines. Yeah, no, and I don't know what happens if I don't dig more graves. I don't know if there is a consequence. Someone wants to talk to me. Oh, dear Lord. I would like to give them larger portions. I already am, through a very roundabout mechanic. Everybody gets double rations in my group. When I faced Soldier Smithbauer alone for the first time, he stood expectantly in front of me, impeccably adjusted. Your orders, Herr Underofficer! You can count on me! He spoke clearly and devoid of humor. This is the old guard boy, isn't it? I liked his obvious meticulousness. Nice beard. He doesn't have a beard. Maybe that's supposed to be a joke. I liked his obvious meticulousness, as well as the respect he showed me. Very well, soldier, I said in an authoritative tone. Do not disappoint me. I won't, he said, then suddenly became a little more confidential in tone. You and I, we have to keep the group in line. I just left it at that. All I do is sit there writing a diary, but if somebody doesn't make events and log all of these events, then who's going to know what's happened? Somebody has to keep a journal. It's an important job. All right, I said in a non-committal tone. Let's hope for the best. Mitbauer didn't seem to be able to do much with this vague statement, but he nodded and then formally excused himself. Oh, more diary entries. Madame LaRoche, the speaker of the nearby French village, greeted me with some reservations and quickly cut to the chase of why she'd come. Your cannons have been thundering day and night and the villagers are scared, especially the younger children. It was in that moment that it occurred to me that our artillery truly had been firing almost non-stop for some time now. Of course, the distant if constant grumbling paled in comparison to the actual impacts we faced on the battlefield, and I had long learned to put the noise out of my mind, or perhaps my hearing had just gotten that bad. Do you perhaps know how long this will continue? Madame LaRoche asked carefully. Until the Major decides it's been enough. After all, we have to live with the noise just like they did. Madame LaRoche frowned at my dismissive reply. Let's hope that time will come soon, she sighed. With that, she said her brief goodbyes, turned, and walked away. Dear diary, the train is full. There are problems. Hunt is back! Huzzah! He's been released from the hospital. You need some bigger rations, my friend. You need much more than bigger rations. Might see if I have to save my bottle of wine for him. Let's just go around the rest. Get those bigger rations in. Now this guy, yes, has some negative events. That's fine. Hey, sneaking in there. And who else have we got? Let's find them. Lots. There's a pub in the village, Herr Unterofficer. Bram and I would like to visit with your permission. Have some bigger rations. Bram. Bigger rations. Very generous of me, I know. Maybe at some point we'll be able to get some tents put up. Hey, I'd keep hunting my field hospital beforehand. I mean, look at that blonde hair. Look at that comb over, folks. That's not a man you want in your party, and I know who is. Field Cook Zielinski. Supply is running low. And low giving the men insufficient rations, but it could become necessary soon. I hope not. Double rations added, negative events added. I wonder why. Bad weather. Some people just don't like sunshine. It's very warm. Low food supplies. Good mood removed. I suppose that could have been all the negative events, but I'm not sure. Or maybe Hutch now adds to the mood thing, and obviously he's very low. Change to strained. Pub visit added. There's so much stuff. Change to favorable. Positive events have all increased across the board. Good mood was added again. Positive events at maximum. Positive events have been added. Heatwave has been added. And we did not quite... I completed 2 jobs for this man, and I'm still in low prestige. 2 jobs, I tell you. 2! What's this man want out of me? Still haven't been resupplied. Let's hope it won't take too long. Let's hope. Von Karlsbruck. You consider me redeemed. Now, okay, that didn't add a job. Laundry can't keep up with demand. We have to wash our own clothes to help relieve them. It's a one-man job. You can expect extra work assignments. Your group is tasked with guard duty. Get a patrol ready. Okay, cool. No, but then... and then I want to send people to the pub. I still need to set up my camp. Or how to do this. Right then. Let's see what we've got. Who are my worst off people? Now, we have 2 people that do actually want to go to the pub. So I think I'm just going to send those 2. Not quite my worst off. Now, laundry duty. We will put male on that, because he's not intolerant. That leaves guard duty to these 2, and Hunt's going to be setting up a camp. I mean, I suppose I don't have to send... It does fail if I don't do it this turn, but I don't know if it overly has a big negative impact. It's just, I feel it's a really nice boost to get some positive events and some relaxation in. Well, I might actually take Fram off it. Like I said, I don't know if it particularly goes bad. Although I say I'll take Fram off it, I could. Lots is actually much happier. I'm going to send Hunt on it, because he actually does need to relax. Yeah, I don't know if 1 is enough for the 10. I'm actually going to send Hunt to the pub. And I'm going to leave 2 to finish off building tents. Yeah, I think so as well. I'm only going to... I think tents is more important. I'm just going to send Hunt because he is exhausted. You know, and he's very low on morale. He's still kind of injured. And, you know, we all know beer cures wounds. I mean... so, yeah, I'm going to send just Hunt. And let's see how we go. April 12th. Hunt looked neat and well-groomed, and yet I noticed right away that his appearance did not entirely comply with the regulations. Only when he came closer did I realize that he wore a blue forget-me-not in his buttonhole, and had turned up the collar of his uniform jauntily. His sleeves had also been skillfully and prominently rolled up. You look fancy. Do you think the flower was a present from their sister? Hunt was pleased. Yes, I have a flair for aesthetics, he declared. When the war is over, I'll make films that capture the beauty of this world. You work on films? It was at this moment that Hunt really came to life. He talked about being... Oh, he's... I don't know if that's his morale because I've had this, but he's looking pretty good on morale. He talked about the budding film industry that was just beginning to flourish and how he had gained a foothold in it. At first, I only operated the projector in the cinema. But then the owner of the cinema, who also owns a film production company, started using me more and more for all kinds of work. He never stopped talking, and I listened attentively until we were interrupted. A forget-me-not is a flower. Unless I'm extremely mistaken. But, yeah, a forget-me-not is it's a small flower that basically, yeah, you give someone so they don't forget you. Commandant came hurrying towards me, clearly upset and with a bloodstained uniform. Herr Unterofficer, have you seen the sorry state of the field hospital? He asked, visibly aghast. I just helped carry one of the wounded who couldn't make it on his own to the field hospital. The injured are everywhere, and the beds are overflowing already. The nurses just told me to drop him off wherever, that they had no time to tend to him anyhow. I had known with the intense fighting of the last few days that a lot of injured were passing through our camp. But to think that the state of the field hospital had already gotten so bad. Is there nothing to be done? The soldier pleaded with me. I will look into it. I announced and tried to temper his drive a bit. The last thing the people at the field hospital need right now is more chaos and disorganized helpers getting in their way. Commandant nodded and began nervously walking up and down the camp. I should probably talk to Elizabeth to see if we could help. We have tents! We're still in low prestige, though. No. I think gotta get that one. We have... Oh, faltering has been added. Oh, no. We have lost faltering on Fram. So unfortunately, Mail's not doing as well. Oh, he collapsed. Oh no. Damn it. Positive events decreased. Negative events removed. That's a good one. Changed down to... He only went down strained. He is now very compassionate, however. I like that. Double rations added. Positive events increased. Changed to camaraderie. How are we doing on his... And look at that morale, folks. Right up there. He went up a whole 3 bars. Wound is healing well. Hospital overburdened. Pub visit removed. And double rations removed. Fram. Yeah, it didn't really affect his morale or anything, not going to the pub. I think we're okay with that. Somebody wants to talk. Resupply came in. Had to bring your ration directly to your unit's stockpile. What a guy. Von Karsbrook. He considers me redeemed. And then he tells me I'm not redeemed. Because it hasn't actually gone up. We are tasked with guard duty. Okay, that's okay. I think I can do that. Mail has been admitted to the field hospital after collapsing at work. We'll do what we can for him, but I can't say he'll be ready for duty again. Don't overwork your people. Now, we do have 3 people on tasks. Can I spare one to go and help in the field hospital? Let's have a look at what we've got. I probably can, to be honest. I probably can. I'm going to... We'll start with you two. Offer assistance. I'm going to send 1 person to help. I know it's a per person thing, but I'm hoping 1 person can drop it down at least 1 level. That's what I'm going to go for. And we're going to send Smithbauer because he's in the best condition. And Commandant is going to rest. Hopefully we can get rid of his faltering. Like I said, we got rid of it off Fram. He's no longer faltering. We have, fortunately, like I said, we did get it on mail though. Very unfortunate about that. He's only strained, yet he collapsed. I genuinely thought that you only got collapsed if they were fully exhausted. Yeah, he collapsed from exhaustion, but he's not exhausted. Unless he went up this turn, and obviously I've already got rid of the thing, so I can't check. We do have full rations again, so more to the point. Let's do our little trick and give everybody extra food. Keep that morale very high. Rations, get yourself some good grub. Lots. Have some bigger rations. Gotta keep them happy. Midbower. Have some bigger rations. And we're missing 1. Here he is. Fram. Look at that. Look at that good mood. Love it. Positive events almost max out across the board. Unfortunately... I don't know, can I like slip this guy a cheeky bottle of wine? Hopefully this quiet will last another couple of weeks. Come from a long line of brewers. My father and my grandfather. Ah, it just tells you the same thing. We can give him... Let's give him bigger rations. I love it. Hopefully that'll help his collapse come off as well. I am gonna... Compassionates do get... No, they don't get morale from helping in the hospital. Or do they? No, yeah, I think you're right. I think it is they get the jaded. Yeah, I think they've just got the thing of turning themselves jaded. I know that's definitely for the... You make them dig graves. But I think it's for anything in the field hospital. Don't send your compassionate people there. It ruins their compassion. Because of all the suffering, I believe. I think that's how it goes. So that's why we send Smithbauer, because he's not compassionate. Or jaded. Then he might actually become slightly jaded. But that's fine. because it keeps my compassionate people compassionate. Always when it is something to do with help, wounded people, compassionates want to do it. Yeah, I think you could actually be right, because Cumberbund's the one that came to me with it. I don't know, let's try it. Who have we got that we could maybe switch? I don't know. Because, I mean, he's the only one that's not strained. He's only tired. Do you want to be honest with you, I'm not too worried about my morale right now. I mean, this trick of constantly giving them rewards is... I mean, my morale's fantastic, so... I'm going to look after the tiredness condition for this one. But I'll keep that in mind for the future choice. Because, yeah, no, that's... of course, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that's a fair point. But yeah, no, I'll keep that one in mind for next time. But I'm going to go off the tiredness level for this one. Sunday service usually lifted the spirits in camp, especially among the more religious of the men. Accordingly, I was relieved when a military chaplain finally came by, and many of the soldiers rushed to the opportunity to listen to his sermons. As usual, Cumberbund was first among the pious congregating at the service. Still, as their small procession passed me by, he took the time for a brief chat to tell me, "You know, Herr Unterofficer, I think I could lead a sermon too. Before I came here, I studied theology after all, and we would no longer have to wait for another man to undertake the arduous journey. From now on, you'll be leading the sermons." For a moment, Cumberbund began beaming from ear to ear, but he quickly caught himself and turned somber once more. "Those are your orders, of course, I accept," he told me with a respectful bow, before hurrying to catch up with the other soldiers. The mood, I think, went up. My prestige is not going up. I am very loath to ask for more work. And yes, hospital went down to just full, so we managed to achieve that. That is fantastic. And he did drop down to just being tired. The latrine is filled to the brim. Why would you tell me? Why would you tell me? Have a reward for telling me. Reward. Start going round. So we've got Smith-Bauer and Cumberbund. Lots. Bram, don't you try and walk away from me. You get your... Oh, stand still and be clicked on. You get your bigger rations and you be happy about it. And then we have Hunt sitting in a corner. Alright, then of course all their positive events decrease and then we slam them all back up. Hide events. Let's go to the field hospital. How are you feeling, male? You still hiding around a corner? Nope, you swapped with Seeger. Right. Where are you hiding? Hey, come on. Where are you? I can't give you extra field rations if I can't find you. Hey, where are you hiding, my soldier, sister? Ah, found him. Don't know why he's got a bandage round one eye. The light's just too much. Grant a reward, bigger rations. Well, let's get you back. Field kitchen, rats? Do we have rats? Your men are exhausted. Hey, you stay out of my business. Headquarters. Von Carsbrook, how can we help you? You consider me redeemed. But you don't, because I haven't actually redeemed myself. We're going back to battle, about time. I hope you kept your people ready as ordered. This is our chance to chase the French out of their trenches once and for all. Okay, we have an engagement next turn, which means I need to rest my people as much as possible. So with that, I think I'm going to leave the prestige as it is. I'm going to try and regain it during our combat phase. And so, for now, I think it's too sunny. A sunny, beautiful, idyllic day is a good thing, but a heat wave is a bad thing. And so what we're going to do, laundry duty is going to go to... Ooh, tough choices. Hunt's still injured, isn't it? Yes. Highly annoying. Latrine duty. Oh, Gamerabutt, you were stupid enough to tell me about it. You're looking good for latrine duty. And so we're gonna give this to Fram. And we're gonna put one guy in the field hospital. Try and get the field hospital down another level because we might be coming back injured. We know how these fights go, so one guy. I'm going to send. No, I'm gonna send Spitfire again because he's good on tiredness. Again, I'm not worried about morale at this point. I'm not gonna worry about sending my compassionate guy. We're gonna try and have Lots and Hunt do a little bit of relaxation. Let's see what happens. We were preparing for the imminent operation a few days from now. The mood was tense, but it seemed to weigh particularly hard on Frem. When he heard of our upcoming deployment, he turned pale and the fear had not left his eyes. Is everything all right? Perhaps there was some way to help him handle the situation. He looked up and made an attempt at concealing his emotions before finally sighing and deeply and opening up a little. To be honest, no, Herr Unterofficer. The thought of going to battle and possibly never returning. He gulped and lowered his gaze. I nodded. Every soldier knew this fear. Together, we'll come through. Fram, tell me about yourself. Oh, he's very distant. Fairly unpatriotic. And very cautious. So I'm not going to tell him to do his duty. Because he's not patriotic. Together, we'll come through this. I feel like that would help more of a social kind of a guy. Yeah, this guy's a trained field. This guy's I actually think he's a psychologist, to be honest. Because he's part of the Wednesday psychology group. Back in Vienna. We have to learn to live with this fear. Which you should be able to do as a psychologist. I mean, talk to yourself, man. Get yourself on the couch. I tried to be tentative. To tentatively comfort him with reality. There's no way around this battle, even if there was, another will follow. The fear will stay. He sighed once more. I know, I just wish things were different. With those words, he turned away and left. I think I did a bad job. Oh, there is nothing on the next page. I'm just getting ready to write more stuff. Men, tomorrow we march to battle, announced Lieutenant von Karlsruhe. He had summoned all his subordinate underofficer to discuss the upcoming operation. Their fear of what might come was clearly palpable, but most of them did their best to cover it up, with their heads high and their chests puffed up with pride. The goal of our mission is to conquer and hold the next trench line, the lieutenant explained the plan. So far, there was no difference to most attack plans, but we have an ace up our sleeve. An artillery is in position, just waiting to cut off reinforcements from the enemy. I expect you to use this advantage aggressively and decisively. Do not disappoint me. At your command, Lieutenant, the officers around me expressed, with varying degrees of enthusiasm. At your command, Lieutenant, I echoed, to try and win some favor. The Lieutenant nodded, satisfied, saluted, and dismissed us. Come on, give me some prestige. Come on, you can do it. Oh, he's tired of war already. Yes, I did very bad in that one then. Negative events added. Hey, you told me about the trenches. You get... Sorry, latrines. You get the latrines. Good recovery removed. Is that because he's recovered? Positive events, negative events. Strained removed. Love it. Changed down to tired. Changed up to strained. Food supplies are low. Hunt. No, he's slightly wounded. I suppose it's preemptively getting us ready for battle. It's gone and taken away his thing. Now, in the field hospital. I'm guessing Mail is still tucked inside this door somewhere. Yes, he is. Oh, Mail. What's up, my friend? What's up, Doc? And we have low food supplies. So, let's get ourselves back to the trench. And see what we get up to. Now, once again, we'll be trying our hardest not to get any injured soldiers. Is that my squad? Why do I see 6 people? All groups in position. The attack can begin. Forward march over the river. I was about to say, no, that can't be my guys. I shouldn't have 6 people. Males in hospital. Take cover, apparently, is relaxing. Advance, advance. Yeah, we do need to get into the fight. I'm a little bit loath to just go there, because it's still me out of the fight. And I think that's a bad thing. I think he'll have a go at me. But if I come into here, it's a dead end. Ooh, I can go to my right. How does this do me? Yeah, that'll do me. For Kaiser and the Vaterland! Charge! And please don't get shot. Don't make me have to go visit you in the field hospital. Because I'll do it. I'm warning you now, I'll do it. And I'll bring you tea and biscuits whilst I'm there. We're going to get behind this cover. We'll take a break next turn, because we're obviously going to cut through some barbed wire. Oh, we don't have mail! My barbed wire cutter! No! He's my barbed wire guy! Mail! How could you leave me at this time? Smithbauer, show us how the old guard cuts some barbed wire, please. Yeah, first time. I like how it disappears early so you know. Go on, Smithbauer, show them how to cut barbed wire. Yes, yes. Oh, my guys are retreating already over there. General fire support. Smithbauer! I've got a path through the barbed wire. Now, our guys just came up. They should stay there a turn, I would like to think. We've also got a squad over there and a squad over there, who should be suppressing, I would think. So I should be able to move up quite easily. So let's go and do that. We have low danger. I mean, our guys should be providing cover fire. They're far ahead of us. They did. Oh, no, they didn't. Half of them moved. This is a charge. This is a very big charge. They previous action advanced, and they're going to advance again. They advanced, they advanced. Nobody's really suppressing here, huh? I can move to one place, and I do not like it. I have, however, found that if I don't push up, nobody ever pushes up. Although I say that, I feel like I usually have to be the first one. But I am not going to the only 2 positions it's giving me. I mean, I could go across and see if we can get up this way, but I don't know. I mean, they're going to advance, so I'll see what they give me. Let's fire suppress. Fire suppress? Let's generally suppress, even. I need to get through my troops so I can get to where that dead Frenchman is on the other side. Yes. Charging through them would be ideal. Okay, they've gone hard left. I'm gonna go right 1. And like I said, hopefully I can get over that bridge, but we'll see what happens. Get yourselves forward 1, guys. The other squads are taking quite a beating, I would like to say. There's several of them injured. Okay, I can advance and actually get to where I need to go, which I should probably look to do. The problem being is that it's... Ooh! It's all kind of suicidal. Yeah, the other squads are getting chewed up. Everywhere is flanked. Can't say I'm a fan of that. Moderate danger... Can I take another turn without completing my goal? Now there's the question. Is it the same guy flanking me every time? It is. It's that guy up on the hill. Well, that guy's got 2 guys flanking me. Let's not go there. Can I take another turn and not cross this river? River? Hey, this river. Can I not cross the river this turn? Is that going to happen? I mean, if I get to here, that should give me a lot more options. Like I said, I'm a little worried. I'd love it if it told you how long you've got to get there. It would be so much easier. Ooh, choices. I really don't want to advance across this river, but... Because I don't think they're going to move at all. So I'm going to go sideways. Yeah, I think so. I mean, these guys have fire superiority. That only puts... So do these guys. That only puts me in moderate danger. They're going forwards. So maybe that'll dislodge some of these guys. I mean, now I do... Do you know what? No, I'm going to stay here. Let's suppress. Let's cover my guys going forward. Hopefully I get another turn. I mean, they're charging. They're retreating. So I think that should allow me to go to one of the positions and not be flanked. As long as I have the opportunity. Yes, I do. That was flanked. That's flanked. That's flanked. Really? They're all flanked still? I thought he only... They're all flanked by the same people. I thought one of them was flanked. Ah, rough terrain. Narrow cover. It's still low danger, though. We've got a couple of guys that might need help. I'm going to do that. Because at least it gets me across the river. Not the best position, but it's also not the worst. And like I said, it does get me across that river because I... No! Man down! Man down! First aid for Satch. There's a wounded guy here. Oh, wait, is that not my guy? Wait, do I have all my guys? Fram, Lots, Smith Power, Cumberbunt. Oh, it's not my guy! That's not my guy! Fantastic! Yeah, I can help I can help injured guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I don't know if it gets me anything. Yeah, this has been a terrible advance. And like I said, yeah, I don't know if it particularly does get me anything, but I'm gonna do that for a turn. I mean, I need to get into the trenches apparently. Hey, those guys are in, causing problems. And there's a full squad. Squad number 2. So let's suppress fire for 1 round, and then we charge some more. We are, however, not going to send anyone to help him get back, because I want all my people with me. Flee to military hospital. Yes, you do that. The enemy is getting reinforcements. Wasn't artillery supposed to help? Anything else? You have stopped his bleeding. The wound hurts so much, I can hardly move. Good luck to you. Although I suppose if I send the guy back, he's probably not going to get injured, is he? I mean, I don't know. Does it get me anything? Is he going to be grateful? Is another squad going to owe me favors? I don't know. You know what, Hunt? Get yourself back. You're injured already? Go see how that nurse is doing in the field hospital. We know you want to. I'm going to advance to there because it's a bit further forward. And charge. Come on, boys. Make it, boys. Make it. I believe in you. Yeah, I get your point. You know, I do. I get the whole point of letting him go back on his own. But, the offense is doomed. Help the guy. Wow. That's close combat. That's a pretty good position. That's also a pretty good position. No danger. And it puts me in my objective. Well, let's just run to there. Let's get in that. Look at that beautifully well-covered trench. Don't let up now. Hold your position in the trenches and chase away the remaining French. Let's see if we can capture anyone. Because that does get us a wonderful amount of prestige. What is this? Yep, let's see. I think there's a Frenchman there. They're not. Wounded French soldier. Let's see if we can capture a Frenchman for the prestige. Yeah, love it when my squad goes two different ways. Doesn't make me nervous at all. Oh, the French are coming back. Heads down, artillery. I think it's our own artillery. Oh no, I'm being flanked. But are they running away? I reckon they're running away. Oh my days, there's so... Turn to trench. There are so many wounded Frenchmen. So many. Ah, I can't click on anybody. Hang on. What am I doing? I don't need to click on anybody. Schmidbauer was wounded on the way. We have to help him. Oh no. We have to go back and get Schmidbauer. The thunder of cannons comes from our side, Hound Officer. I am wounded. No danger. That was a great chance to defend. Oh, I mean, obviously I should go back for Schmidbauer, but I really do kind of want that massive boost in prestige. Let's escort a prisoner. Everybody is dying. We'll send lots. The other two can, quite frankly, luckily get away. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Weak. That's what I'm thinking. We get back and we help our guy, because, yeah, he should still escort the prisoner, so that should get us a nice bit of prestige. And then let's get back and save our own. The other two wounded, unfortunately, guys. Don't blow me up with artillery! Please, I beg you. The other two can, well, we'll see if they're still there afterwards. We'll see if they're still there afterwards. Covering fire for lots. Unfortunately not, because we need to get that first aid in. Come on, Bunt. It's up to you, my friend. Hold back the French. I'm being flanked again. Oh, but it's by one man, and I don't think he's coming forward. So chuck me some general suppression down. Maybe I can get forward and grab another one in a bit. We'll find out. Let's, come on. Let's get our guys back on their feet. Mail, come on! Sorry, not Mail. Come on, Bunt. Hit down those French. Protect everybody. Yeah, that Frenchman's running away. They're all running away, actually, which is fantastic. Press on. The artillery barrage does not change your orders. What do you mean? Hey, he's back on his feet. My rifle is jammed. Give me a moment. Let another soldier take care of it. Is there anything else? I stopped his bleeding, Hound Officer. And it wasn't as bad as it looks good. Only lightly wounded. I like that. He's escorting him to the... He's coming back. Fix the rifle jam. We'll give that to the old guard again. And so, yeah, defend the position. I'm going to keep defending, don't worry. And let's see if we can go and grab ourselves another prisoner. We need to kick them out. Okay. I mean, he's away from the battle. Alright, so I'm going to bypass the attempt of grabbing more prisoners, because they're wounded anyway. I'd have to spend a turn fixing them up. And let's keep pushing them backwards. Come on, guys. Let's try not to get blown up by our own artillery, as usual. Hey, wait, we left a guy behind. Where's he going? Come back. I think that was, Schmidbauer. We've left everybody behind. Into close combat with who? Oh my days, there's just so many of them. New task, retreat. Time to not be here, folks. Where did these extra squads come from? Yep. Brown was wounded on the way here. Of course he was. And of course, Fram is also my first aider. Oh, that's a bit difficult. Run away. Don't get shot. And what's the point? He was wounded. He was away from the battle. So you've really got to ask... Oh, there he is. Ah, damn it. I missed him. These are my guys. Damn it. I went past Fram. No, Fram. Damn it. Ah, and he's flanked as well. Fram. I have to do it. I got Cumberland's rifle working again, Herr Owned Officer. That's good. Where were you last turn when we needed you? Oh, come on, yeah, let's go get him. It's all going so wrong. That last push, if I hadn't done that last push, what it always comes down to. Oh, we're not flanked though, which is good. Hunt. I need you to fix him up, man. If you can't fix him up, pick him up, we're leaving. And we've also got lots coming back as well. Okay. Please don't get shot. You're not in a good place. Let's patch up Fram. Let's get out of here. No. Oh, no. I thought he went down then as well. One of the Frenchmen went down, that's for sure. You're not finished, are you? The bleeding has almost stopped. Pick him up. We're being flanked. Is this our other guy? I think, yep, that's Schmidbauer. That's Lot, sorry, coming back, although I kind of wish he wasn't. Hardly any bandages available added. Well, pick him up. We're leaving. This is very precarious and I don't like it. I'm being flanked. People can be shot. Okay, nobody else has gone down. It's good. And he still hasn't fixed him. I'll keep my head down. You do that. Is there anything else? That was pretty close. Hunt. Hunt. Fix him. Oh, that's my other guy, isn't it? That's my other guy. He got wounded. If I say retreat, will you stay doing first aid for Fram? Yes. Okay. Schmidbauer. Command obedience. Alright, as you command. Yes, I need you to come back with me. It all goes downhill so fast, ladies and gentlemen. That one advance, that one last advance, if I hadn't done it, I could have stayed here, and I'd have been here running away. That one advance has now caused me 2 injured soldiers. Oh. Oh, no, don't leave him. You're supposed to stay fixing him. I'm going to lose soldiers. I don't want to be here. I do not want to die. We need you. I don't want to fail my comrades. I'll try. Lots is... Well, he hasn't panicked. I've calmed him down. It's fine. Oh, he's escorting Fram to the field hospital. Run like crazy, my friend. Run like crazy. You're the only guy that can give first aid. Look how close the French are to capturing them. Oh, dear Lord. Run, guys! Run! Come on, get him back. Get him back behind the lines. Escort Fram. Come on. Come on, escape. Come on, Hunt. Hunt. Pick him up. Pick him, and I've lost some troops. There's no way we're getting past those 2 Frenchmen. You escorted him to the field hospital. Why aren't you moving? And we're still first aiding. We're still first aiding. Let's throw a hand grenade. He's extremely undexterous. Oh, is he still panicking? Ay, ay, ay. I might actually lose everybody. Yeah, get back. Come on, back across this bridge. The French are leaving me alone. They're going in the opposite direction. Retreat. I told you to retreat. Don't delude yourself. I'm not deluding myself. Trust me. Escort Fram to the field hospital. Go. Schmidt-Bauer. Lots. Wasn't as bad as you thought. We have to calm the comrade. Oh dear lord. Fairly sociable. No, don't move to the next cover. Stay still. I can't get you to stay still. Please stay still? I think it's forcing me to retreat. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to be here either. But we can't be leaving people behind is the problem. Okay, you two will have to catch up. The rest of you start getting back. We've got an escort happening. We've got a calming of comrades happening. Oh no, the French! I saw some French! I don't like it. Oh dear lord, this is all going downhill. It's at panic station. Return to troop, yes. Keep escorting Fran to the field hospital. Into close combat. Yeah, do you know what? It's God's will. Let's leave. You keep escorting. Get him back. Let's get these two guys to me. Yeah, they're coming back to the troop. And we got another man injured. It just won't let me retreat. It wants me to leave a guy behind. I'm all alone up here because nobody stuck around to help me. It's not gonna let me get out of this in one piece. Like it just won't let me. I know. I mean, it's the French. You think, right? We're retreating. The gentlemanly thing to do would just be to let me leave. But no. Just won't let me. Well, I've got two guys that have scored home. I've got one guy in the field hospital. He's legging it. He's gone man down. His whereabouts are unknown now. He's gone. And yep, I'm retreating. I don't have a choice, basically. We'll just see what else happens. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen, my friend. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. We're still doing some first aid. We're willing to apparently stand here at this point and be shot at. Looks like I'm losing Kammerbunt and Schmidt-Bauer to the enemy. I mean, technically they haven't been captured, but I very much doubt they're going to turn back up again. I have average prestige somehow. After refusing to retreat for all those times. We still have average prestige. And Fram is MIA. Did he make it back to camp? Is he in hospital? We'll find out. Tired and exhausted, we dragged ourselves back to camp. But despite all the hardships and uncertainty, an infant relief was palpable. Whatever this war would bring for us, but today we lived and could enjoy this life, at least for those of us that didn't have wounds to deal with. Fram would certainly have to go through a lot of pain in the near future, but at this point it seemed likely that he would recover and be back with us soon. The whereabouts of Schmidt-Bauer were unknown. We had lost him somewhere on the battlefield and could only hope that he would turn up again. Hasn't mentioned Kammerbunt. Is he back with us? We had just barely reached our tents when Lieutenant von Karlsbruck was already strutting up. He looked dissatisfied, but when our eyes met his expression softened a little. Ah, Herr Unterofficer, what a shame we had to retreat. But at least it wasn't because of you and your people, he said, while his reproachful gaze watched the ranks of the other returning soldiers. We're doing our best. Maybe. I don't know. I assured him. And the Kaiser and Vaterland are proud of you, he replied distractedly, and patted me awkwardly on the shoulder. His gaze was already fixed on the next group that had arrived, and it suggested that there wouldn't be even such empty praise waiting for them. With a brief, "Keep it up!" he turned away and finally freeing me to take care of my men. So, what have we got? Oh! With my blessing, Commandant holds regular church services to the contentment of my other religious Christian soldiers, though according to him, it takes quite some time to prepare them. Oh, interesting. It's heartening though, so if I can get some of my soldiers in that, he's no longer bleeding. He's missing, but he's no longer bleeding. Very bad recovery. I feel like we could be losing Schmidbauer. We did ban. Wow, one guy banned a charge before retreat. The rest got lost somewhere in the middle. As quickly as possible, even though they were not members of your troop. That should be a given. I just have the feeling that it's not. But it helps us immensely if we can treat the wounded as quickly as possible. There are so many of them here, and more are coming. We will do everything in our power to save Fram. Is there anything else? Fram has developed a severe fever. You could spare a man to stay with him. Now, I can't say I've ever seen anyone recover. Very bad recovery. I can't say if anyone seen anyone ever recover from a fever. So once again, would I be wasting my time? The whole group is exhausted. Maybe Herr Lieutenant will allow us a break if you ask him. Probably not. I'm glad I found you. I got separated from you in the field. It's been a chaotic couple of hours. But where's Schmidbauer? Where's Schmidbauer? You left him behind. You left him behind, Commandant. You left him behind. Where is he? I'm kind of preparing the next sermon. Alright. I think it'll be a very positive event. I've never seen it before. Do not give me rats. Low supply, okay. I can live with some low supply, but don't you dare give me rats. How are we doing? These villagers are suspect. Okay, well I've got 4 people needed on jobs. And 2 people to do them. Major is an impressive man. Determined, orderly, and loyal to the Emperor to a fault. How much does he love me? Quite a bit. Tell me what you want. God did come through for him. You are exactly right. Nothing will put Cumberbund in harm's way. Unfortunately, Schmidbauer, clearly he's not loved by the Lord so much. I don't approve. You don't, but I want a break. This time I'll make an exception for you. I'll find other people to do your assignment and allow your group some time to rest. But don't think for a second I'll let you make a habit of this. Nice! Oh, and it even got rid of the laundry service. That is fantastic. Unfortunately, no one's going to get any rest because I'm going to send someone to help out. Because I need to get the field hospital level down because Bram is not looking very good, but Mail... Oh, actually, Mail's fine. Hunt even has a bad recovery. We need to turn that around. So... he's gone down to tired. I would love it if he came out of being collapsed. Bleeding removed. Very bad recovery added. And bad recovery added. Yeah, we really need... get that hospital levels down. However, let's go around and give the guys bigger rations. Okay, I found lots. Who else have we got? Hunt. Give you some bigger rations. Come on, Bunt. Give you some bigger rations. Yeah, let's look at that neutral. Look, it's still just in average prestige as well. So that favor. There you go. It took up. Takes up what? If we call that out of 100, took up what, about 70? Something to keep in mind. 70, 80. Let's attempt to find our guys. See if I can give them some mail. Grant reward. Bigger rations. And can I find Fram? Yes, I can. Pain is hard to bear, Herr Officer. Oh, I can't! Can't give him extra. If the kid didn't panic... You're right, actually. We probably could have kept going back. But it was a very rough retreat. That's all I'm going to say. Treat the fever. He is very sociable and very compassionate. He's the guy. He's the guy that I need doing it. An assist in the hospital. I mean, I'm just praying they don't collapse, quite frankly. And I'm just praying. I don't think it's going to happen because I've never, ever seen anyone get out of the fever condition. I'm just praying Fram can even make it. I don't think he's going to, if I'm perfectly honest. But let's find out. Let's hit that next turn, and let's see what happens. And I need Mail back on his feet. There you have it, folks. I was writing reports when the sounds of busy activity in our camp gradually died down around me. Instead, I heard quiet, serious voices. When I left the tent to see what had happened, the men stood together, crestfallen. Hunt was in their midst, visibly fighting tears. He looked up at me and tried to compose himself. Herr Officer, I went to the field hospital to visit Fram. He swallowed, and his voice broke. He's dead. Fram died. Some lowered their heads, but many of their eyes were now on me. I'm gonna openly mourn his loss. Yeah, very classic collapse gamble. I mean, I could have just left one guy behind. But, I mean, now I may have lost two as the consequence. You know. I joined Hunt and the other men in their grief. I primarily wanted to be there for my remaining soldiers, especially at this moment. But their fellowship and comfort undoubtedly carried me through this difficult time as well. Fram may no longer be with us, but his absence would only bring us closer together. Everybody gets a lot of grief, which does not help anything, quite frankly. And we've got a new guy. We have... Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? We have Menk. Oh, attentive and dexterous. That's pretty good. He's somewhat jaded, he's very distant, he's fairly tolerant, he's a bit by the book, and he's very courageous. Bad weather has been removed. That's good. That's a nice one to actually be taken off us. Negative events removed. Obedience reinforced. Change to very bad recovery. Ah, he's turned up and he's in the field hospital. Lots, you're back. Good to have you with us. Collapse removed, even better. He lost the level of compassionate. Yeah, I thought that would happen. Changed relation to camaraderie. To respectful. Tired of war added. Don't blame you. Double rations removed. Changed to highly wounded. Changed to very bad recovery. Oh no, wait, sorry. Smithbauer is still unknown. This guy is now on his downward spiral. Are we about to lose a second? Watch this space. Lot's wound is getting worse. If you send some people to lend us a hand, I might be able to spend a little bit more time on him. Hale isn't quite back on his feet yet, but I had to let him go. We don't have enough capacity. Where are you, Lots? Can I interact with you? Yes, I can, but it's not looking good. Where's the new guy? Menk. Private Menk reporting for duty, Herr Officer. Where can I pitch my tent? Let's learn about Menk. I come from the bourgeois word. Bourgeois? If you can believe it. Yes, I was used to some lecturing. Bourgeois. That's the word I'm looking for. But don't worry, I don't mind giving it up. Though specifically, I'm from Cologne. Did you know that it's the third largest city in the Empire? We have over 640,000 inhabitants. I will never go home again. That's why there's no point in thinking or talking about it much. What about your family? I've never been taken as seriously anywhere as I am here. You could almost say my family, that's my comrades. Yes, I do have a real family, but I left all that behind for good. And that's for the best, isn't it? If the war drags on, it's not nearly as hard on me as it will be on other men. I used to want a home, Levi. Children, maybe my own house one day, all the usual stuff. But today I find that unimaginable. I'm not about to spend my entire life shackled to home and hearth like some woman. In a way, I grew up privileged with my parentage, but I don't need those privileges. The bourgeois world, with its posturing and social functions, seems so ridiculous now, so unimportant. And there's nothing else to say. Have a reward, have some bigger rations. Let's keep getting the rest of the guys back on their feet. What's the point? Have we got a church service? Shouldn't you be holding me a church service? Hunt. Alright, so that's the 4 of them on bigger rations. On that point, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to take 2 minutes. I need to run to the bathroom. And we're going to come back and see if we can see this keep spiraling. But we'll find out. Hopefully not. To be honest with you, kind of hope Smithsbauer either turns up or disappears pretty soon. And if Lotz is going to go downhill, then, well, we'll see what happens. I feel like that's how he's going. I feel like there's generally never much of a way to pull them back out of it, but we'll find out. And like I said, yeah, don't go away. Back in a minute. Less than a minute, probably. We'll find out. Well, hello again. Oh, you won't be long. Alright, more to the point, something I've just thought about. Did, those who are not near collapse to help in hospital, at least if you don't want to... Yeah, probably. He didn't get great positive events. Which, considering the fact that I let him prepare his church service last time, which seemed to have brilliant things on it, I don't know. I don't know. I'm watching you, Cummerbunt. I'm watching you. Alright. Let's see what Von Carlsbrook wants us to do. Oh, nothing. He has no jobs for us. Well, in that case, let's go to the field hospital. And let's help out a bit. Offer help. Accept. Leave. Right. Now, what have we got? Mail can go back there and help. And the new guy... We're going to leave the other two to relax. Hunt did say he needed a break and was near collapse as well, so he's even voiced it to me, so I don't want to push that one too much. Let's have those two guys go and help out, and maybe... I don't think so, because I've never seen someone go from very bad recovery to good recovery. But let's find out, basically. I've seen them go from very bad to bad, but I've never seen them go all the way. Fram's death affected us all. Cummerbunt was wandering around outside late at night, still in a state of bewilderment. I ordered him to go to his tent, and he looked at me helplessly. How can God want these things? He asked. God doesn't want this, but the church claims he does. I'm not going for that. Our Lord works in mysterious ways. You believe Smitbauer will come back next turn. Alright, let's see what happens. Our Lord works in mysterious ways, I rattled off, trying to reassure him. But he still frowned doubtfully. Faith that is denied the door returns as superstition. If the gods are here no more, that's the ghost's admission. While he knows poetry, he muttered. I have no use for things like that here. Critical thinking shouldn't scare him. I urgently needed to give him something to hold on to. Let's try that. Here's a Bible. Gently, I put a hand on his shoulder. Calm yourself. God has sent you to lead. So God has sent you to us to lead the men. And of course, he is not making it easy for you. That's how he is. At that, Cumberbund actually laughed briefly. Then he coughed and seemed to resume his old role. You are right, he said calmly. I'd better get back to my tent. Tomorrow the men will need me again. There you go. What are you doing? Hunt came back to camp with a whole crate worth of food. He placed it with the rest of our stock and wandered off, whistling and lost in thought. When our eyes met, he hesitated for a brief, unsure moment before muttering a friendly greeting. Did not mention the food. He resumed his whistling and just strode off. And I pretended that nothing had happened. Yeah, we did leave him collapsed on the battlefield. But you never know. He's part of the old guard. I mean, he should have not only crawled back here, he should have crawled back here with a message saying that he'd actually recaptured the French trench. I mean, that's what I think, personally. I expect great things from him. Mael and some of his comrades came into our camp chatting. They were carrying several baskets full of apples. I stepped into their path. What do you gents intend to do with this? Cider. Mael is teaching us how to make must. Making must involves the extraction of fruit juice by pressing fruit, usually apples, pears, or grapes. The must obtained from this item are often purposefully fermented. They are, in fact, making cider. Hunt blurted out. Mael stopped walking and glanced from him to me, unsure how I would respond to the soldier's explanation. I left them to it. Exactly. If he doesn't come back with at least a dozen French prisoners, like I said, I'm expecting him to come back with, hey, by the way, I captured these 12 guys. They weren't up to it anymore, and yeah, they said we can take the trench back. I mean, they said, you know what? Everyone's like you, Smitbauer. Then we don't stand a chance. You just come take the trench. It's fine. We'll leave. I left them to it. Carry on, I said, and turned to go. Let the men enjoy themselves. They often had a hard enough time, so this was certainly good for them. That should give me some positive events. Oh, my prestige did not like it for some reason. Woohoo! Hunt's in a good recovery. I like that. He's gone down to a bad recovery. And Smitbauer is back! Nice. He's not doing good, and he's probably not going to make it. But he's back, ladies and gentlemen. Double rations added, negative events. Somewhat jaded added. Changed to neutral. Altering removed. Double rations removed. Low prestige. I don't like that. I'm very upset by low prestige. I mean, what did I do to the guy? I mean, come on. Changed to strength. That's good. They went down a bit. Changed to neutral from camaraderie. Yeah, but see, he forgot the 12 prisoners. That's why we lost some prestige. He's dragged himself crawling hand over hand back to the field hospital, and von Karswick should have seen him and just been like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You come back with no prisoners? You haven't retaken the trench? You just crawl back here with your guts hanging out. Smitbauer, I'm taking this out on your under officer. Just not happy. Field cook, the supply is slowly running low. It's alright. It's alright. Smitbauer was brought to our field hospital today. I was told another group had found him bleeding on the battlefield, treated him and carried him to another hospital. We will take care of him from now on. You should be grateful he's still alive. I hope you had a good reason to leave him behind. Yeah, the game forced me to. McBarrett is on the brink of death. I'll do what I can, but he's not the only one who needs my attention. Please send some people to help us out. I will try. I will try. Who else needs us? The Major is planning an attack. Prepare your men for battle. We'll be at it again soon. Okay. We'll go to an engagement in 3 turns' time. A few prisoners of war. And I think he wants us for something else. Yes, he does. Beautiful. So I've got no one to help left in the field hospital. I mean, I could risk my prestige, but I don't want to go to very low. What do we prioritize? What do we prioritize? I mean, they'll both fail if not done this turn. However, will we lose a whole bar if I don't do one of his jobs, or will we lose most of a bar? Because I don't think we're going to go back up to average. So, do I just kind of hit solid? I'm going to guard some captives. You're very tolerant. You'll do. And you're intolerant, but you're the one I want to put on it. Sure. And that is not a tiring job, apparently. However, this is going to be a tiring job. You're already somewhat jaded. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. And we're going to ignore our orders for guard duty. Pray we don't hit low prestige. Or very low prestige, I should say. Because we're in low prestige, and like I said, I don't think we're going to go up. So, we'll just see what happens. Let's risk it. Every time I saw Menk, I almost didn't trust my... Oh, I forgot to give them all bigger rations. He was short, his soldiers narrow, and there was not a hint of peach fuzz on his cheeks, let alone a beard. I felt the impulse to look after him. Gave him a kind smile. Keep your head down out there, alright? I don't want you getting yourself killed, I said. For a moment, that seemed to unsettle the young soldier, but his confidence quickly returned with a flourish. Herr Officer, do you mean to question the recruitment officer that considered me highly qualified for frontline duty? Tell me about Menk. He's very distant. He's very courageous. Ah, so, well, you've got balls after all then. He's a courageous guy. I think that's got to be the answer. I can see you've got balls. We need men like that out there. Menk seemed relieved at my words. I won't disappoint you, he said before quickly stepping away. Oh, I really want this turn to be over so I can see what happened. Several of my men surrounded Mail, who was seizing a soldier from another troop by the collar. Among the bystanders was Cumberbund. At a distance, I could hear Mail shouting at the other soldier. Traitors like you will get us all killed here. I intervened and had the two of them separated. What's going on here, I demanded to know. Mail had to be restrained by one of the men so as not to go straight back to charging at the other soldier. What a bastard, he raged. The likes of him are not to be trusted. Such criminals shouldn't be allowed to fight with us. The other men gasped and replied, I won't be treated like that. I'm German too, with a passport and everything. That's when I remembered the name of the other soldier. Tony Collini. Mail huffed. Don't make me laugh. The name speaks for itself. Collini wasn't about to put up with this. The fact that my father came from Italy hardly makes me a traitor. Mail, tell me about yourself. You are patriotic, cautious, pragmatic, and very sociable. Not all Italians were the same. Maybe. Don't lump them all together, I interrupted the argument. Man's origins don't make him a traitor. It's his actions that matter. Mail was about to reply when Cumberbund put a hand on his shoulder. Come on, let it go. Scoffing Mail turned away. I waited until the group dispersed, and then went on my way. The experience made me think. Having Italy in the war would definitely make the war bigger. And the resentment against Italian immigrants would probably not subside anytime soon. Should I have handled it differently? What would this development mean for the war and for us? Sometimes you forget about the rest of the world here at the front, and then it's suddenly caught up with us on days like these. We have more. The general commotion of the camp seemed unusually distant and dull, almost as if a veil over the soldiers who had gathered in our camp. They sat in silence, watching Mail sort through Fram's personal belongings. He seemed to be fighting back tears. I silently joined them. The men nodded at me sadly, and together we silently pondered our thoughts. Suddenly Mail chuckled and told us about a funny experience with Fram. One by one, all the comrades began to share their memories of Fram, of his peculiar habits, his way of speaking, of all the little endearing and annoying details that had just made Fram who he was, made him part of this group. Some time later, Mail came to me with a pile of disorganized paper, letters, notes, pictures. These belong to Fram, he informed me. His family should have them, but I don't have the address. I'll take care of it. I don't know if I can. I don't know how much von Karsbrook is going to love me. I'll take care of it, I promised him, and took the bundle. The lieutenant surely had a way to get the personal information. Mail nodded and thanked me. How far down did we? Don't. Oh, that I lost a full bar. Turns out not doing a duty makes you lose a full bar. So what have we got? Positive events removed. Change the good recovery. That's lots. Nice. We'll start getting better. And he went down to just a bad recovery. That's not great, but it's an improvement. Our field hospital is no longer full. Very low prestige. Hospital full removed. Bad mood added. Well, that's not good. Negative events removed. We are now favorable. He's compassionate. Double rations removed because I'm an idiot. And change to strange. Let's do that first so I don't forget this time. Menk. Bigger rations. Hunt. Bigger rations. Mail. Bigger rations. And there you are. Bigger rations. Positive events have all increased. Go to the field hospital. Don't tell me, he has developed a fever. He's on the brink of death. I do what I can, but he's not the only one who needs my attention. Please send me people to help us out here. Maybe if I have more time for him, I can save him. We'll see what we can do. Lots. Can't give you bigger rations just yet. And where is our good friend Smitbauer? Smitbauer. Can't give you bigger rations yet either. Hi, von Karsbrook. How you doing? But what you mean? Did you not see them out on patrol? They were there, somewhere in the trees, doing something. Oh, he doesn't have any more orders, though. Do I be cheeky and ask him for an address? Will it matter if I don't? Do I attempt to save my prestige? I think I do. I mean, is it going to matter if I don't? I mean, I might not gain morale, but they're doing pretty well. I think it's okay. Yeah, I'm thinking, I agree, don't ask. We've got a trip to the pub, which a couple of my guys are going to go on. I am going to leave. I'm going to send, I think, one guy to help. Exactly, yeah. You didn't see them? That's because they're just so good at their job. I'm going to send one guy to help. And it's going to be the new guy, Menk. The rest of you fine folk are going to the pub. Quite frankly. Get yourselves to the pub. You have an engagement in 2 turns. Good to see you. All this help I give you. Surely you should be prioritizing more soldiers. One's on bad. Did one go to good? Yes, one will start recovering. We should hopefully have lots back soon. We'll find out. Probably just in time for him to get shot again in the next engagement. Smitbauer, I think, will be here through the engagement, but If we can at least get him down to just being wounded, then we'll be getting things going in the right direction. Okay. We are in a bad mood. That's because these two are on 0 morale. Next turn. Get yourselves to the pubs, guys. One day, Current was supposed to receive an exceptionally large Liebesgabe today. The particular parcel contains a generic letter of encouragement and quite a few cans of food. It's ought to make him happy. I always let them do with it what they will, and I remember their choices. I assumed and was proven right in short order. He was virtually beaming with joy when he opened the package and brought its contents to light. In the following days, he generously shared the Liebesgabe with his fellow soldiers. Mail was especially grateful, and returned the favour by sharing gifts from his home with Cumberland. Very nice. How are we doing? Look at that mood going up. All the way back up to neutral. Still on very low prestige. Strained, just straight up removed. Love it. 2 of them changed down to tired. Positive events removed. He's on good recovery. Absolutely fantastic. We might actually see him live another day. Change to camaraderie. Change to contemptuous. And like, I'm trying. Man, I'm trying. Low supply stock added. Bad mood removed. Double rations added. Optimistic added. And positive events decreased. I wish there were more people like you in leadership positions around here. Why, thank you. So hopefully I shouldn't have to help out in the field hospital anymore. There's one bonus. Someone wants to talk to me. This is a little bit awkward. He's ordered me to give you a smaller supply delivery. You must be very disappointed with your performance. He does need to get those 12 Frenchies. Lieutenant von Karsbrook. Your unit is tasked with guard duty. Okay. I might... How are my guys doing? A little bit tired. Not very tired. Not tired at all, but stressed. And a little bit tired, but also a little bit wounded. I might ask for another duty. Yeah. One did die of fever, so no, unfortunately they won't all live. But, I am going to ask for more work. I'll overlook the previous mistakes. Cram does not count. Oh, help digging trenches. It's very exhausting. Right, so guard duty. We're actually gonna stick mildly tired guy. Or are we not? We'll send one guy to dig trenches. See if that can get me back into low prestige. It should do. I mean, I'm on, like I said, if we base that out of 100, I'm on like 96 or something, I reckon. There's barely a gap there. Low food supplies and low stock removed. Hopefully that gets us all of our food back. And then, of course, let's go give all the guys double rations. Bigger rations. I'm glad I kept that bottle of wine, to be honest. Look at that! My favorite air under officer. Bigger rations. Here's Hunt. Come on, be clickable. Grant reward, bigger rations. Everyone is doing swimmingly, except for my guys in hospital. Makes me very uncomfortable that Herr Lieutenant is so dissatisfied with your performance. I faithfully do my duty as a German soldier. You should too! Wow! Wow, I took a hit by protecting my men. And then he turns around and tells me I should be doing my duty better. Woo! The cheek. Lots. Can we start improving your mood? Unfortunately, we can't. And I assume Smithbauer, although not that I can find him. Where is the guy? Smithbauer. I assume I can't do the same for you either. Yes. Not until they're lightly wounded. Mail just won the lottery. Mail just won the lottery. Oh, yes. Next time there's latrines to be dug out. Unless that man's about to collapse or in hospital. Ooh. Oh, we've got an engagement next turn. That's fine. That's fine. I've got one guy resting. We'll see how we can do. Hopefully get a bit more prestige. I do not want my guys back out of the field hospital, if I'm perfectly honest. This morning, Lotz was nowhere to be found. No one had seen him. When I was told that his personal belongings were also wrong... Oh, no. He's deserted. I didn't even get a chance to put his morale back. Look, he's finally lightly wounded. I had a bottle of wine waiting for him. I had bigger rations waiting for him. He just runs on me instead. The lieutenant will look at this as something against me, and he will make me lose prestige because of it. I really don't know how to go. I will report it as quickly as possible. I truly don't know how to... Though my quick report, I had at least been able to prevent Lotz from extending his lead. Nevertheless, the lieutenant gave me a half-hour speech in which he clearly expressed his displeasure about my, in his opinion, twofold failure. That Lotz had been able to escape unnoticed, but above all, that it had come to this at all. In which he linked to a lack of discipline in my troop. I know, right? They came straight from the hospital. I didn't even have a chance. I heard nothing from Lotz or about him. I wonder whether he had escaped his pursuers despite my quick report. If so, they certainly wouldn't tell me. He's no longer optimistic. Negative events have been removed. Good recovery has been removed. Lightly wounded has been removed. Somewhat jaded. Strained removed. Lovely. And low food supplies added. And of course, we are going to the trenches. Gather your men. It's time to go pick a fight. Oh, somebody else wants something. Look at that. Hits Herr Unterofficer. What's the occasion to yet again waste my time? Don't tell me he's coming with me. Ah, I can talk to him. Okay, he's not in the hospital. But I'm very confused by what's going on right now with this guy. Okay. Obviously, I can't react to these guys because I can't do anything for a turn, so to say. Interesting. I mean, surely he's not going to come with me to the front lines. If he is, I'm just going to send him back to camp. After giving him a bottle of wine. Because his morale is terrible. I don't know. Maybe we did break the game. We'll see what happens. Oh, we're assaulting. We're not even in a trench phase. We're actually in an attack. Of course. Forward attack. Take the French trenches and a hurrah for the Kaiser. No, we do only have 4 guys. Okay, that's good because, again, I'm going to do a big advance. And then we're going to... Well, we've got our barbed wires behind us. Then we're going to lay down some covering fire. And I am doing as minimal as possible this time. I can tell you that much. Where are you going? Oh, come on! We just got a guy shot in round 1. The new guy. The new guy just got shot. I can't believe it. I truly can't believe it. And I need to get into that trench to get myself some prestige. I told you I hate it when they go in a different direction. I can't believe it. I truly can't believe it. When I was in a low danger area, walking towards the front, I get shot. Right, let's go back, and I'm going to have to charge forward again. Oh, dear Lord. What a start, folks. What a start. Now, Cowbrook he just shot up in the air, and he was like, hey, what? The bullet came back. It was God's will. First aid for Menk. Yeah, all right. Yeah, sure. You give first aid to Menk. Male, you do that. You're dexterous, so I'll take care of you, Menk. It's going to be all right. You do that. Let's search the knapsack. You've got good eyes. And then you give me some general fire support. And then we'll see where we can advance to next time. Maybe all the way up there. I'm going to have to charge. I have to get into that trench, and I have to get in there fast. I definitely cannot fail. That's for certain. That is very much for certain. He's still not cured, is he? Come on, bud. What did you find me? Apart from a grenade? Nothing. Fail. He's almost stopped. Well, I need to advance. Oh, wow. I'm so far behind the war, it doesn't matter. I mean, that's further than that, and it also looks further than that. But yeah, do you know what? Let's get up to there. And let's see if we can get in this trench. I mean, Meg. Mail should stay behind and cure Meg. As long as he cures him this turn. No, just you stay. You stay. He didn't stay. I mean, it says he's going to stay, and I wish he would. But, oh, good. He's going to escort him back. Now, where can we get to? I'm gonna keep charging because, like I said, I want to get in that trench first. It could be a stupid thing to do, and I don't deny that, but we have to do it. Exactly, yeah. If we're not first in that trench, Carbrook will shoot us. Your comrades were there much faster. So hang on. We're there much faster. Ah, yeah, there they are. Advancing seems like a terrible idea. Do I think I can go another round without advancing? I'm gonna try it. I mean... because all of my options are terrible. I need to get French troops to take one step backwards. And I'm gonna throw a grenade at them, so we'll see what happens. Oh, I'm running away. What did I click on? Ah, damn it, I hate it when I do that. Get myself in a good position at least then. I hate it when I do that. I click on something by accident and I stop paying attention. But I did not throw that grenade. Instead I moved. And I was only giving myself one more turn before I have to be in this trench. Because again, I definitely cannot fail. Ah! Von Karsbrook will have a field day with me. So I'm flanking someone. Menk is unknown. Unknown! He should be back in the field hospital. Too far up, too far up. We are in danger of close quarters combat, which could be devastating. We'll stay here. Apparently I'm in grenade range, but I can't throw a grenade. Oh no, I'm under moderate artillery shelling. Whew, there's a lot of bullets flying, it's very good. We're flanking, come on, take these guys down, let's push them out. Preferably in the other direction. That was pretty close. Oh! We took him down. That was pretty close. Hey, reinforcements! I love it. Get in there, boys. And then I'll capture some prisoners afterwards. Take the next trench. Oh, I still have to take it, of course, yes. Is there anywhere decent that I can go? I mean, that's too far up. Am I still flanking? I'm not flanking anymore, really. That seems unusual, because they're still there. I'm going to do some tactical movement. Significant danger. There's 0 of them left. Yes, this is my trench, and I'm taking those prisoners. Oh, that guy's getting away. He's having none of it. He's like, I'm out of here. Look at that prestige. It went up a little bit. 4 people are surrendering. I wish you could escort them all back in one go. I had to shoot him. Please believe me, Herr Unterwasser. He was aiming at me. That was pretty close. I knew it! You did shoot your own guy. Oh, mad! Me faites pas de mal. Don't shoot, please. Je me rends. J'abandonne. What else we got? I am wounded. No danger. Oh, mad. Don't shoot. Je n'ai pas dangerous. Je sais. Sorry, by the way, I don't speak French if you haven't guessed. Alright, well, we got 4 people to surrender. We need 2 of them need first aid. None of them... I can't escort any of them back. Interesting. I can give 2 of them first aid, but I'm not going to worry about that. It is for Rames and Sales. Sales, Rames. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. I am going to hold a position. I mean, well, Coverboat would probably be quite happy giving someone first aid. He's very compassionate, isn't he? Don't Hunt, actually. Do I think I can take this trench? Where are the French up to? Oh, they're all the way back here. Oh, he's running. That's good. We have to get rid of these guys, though. They're looking pretty good at this point. Suppress French Troop 4. That is these guys. I don't choose to suppress them. I'm going to try and... Oh, it's stressful. I'm not going to try and help them then. I'm not giving my guys stress. Definitely not. General suppression. Now let's escort some of these prisoners back, shall we? Oh, I think one guy just died. The enemy is withdrawing. Hold the line and make sure the French don't change their mind. Yes, look at that prestige going up. We didn't quite make low prestige. Change to exhausted, change to medium stress. Shocked removed. Bad mood added. Dead French soldier added. Well, that's bad. We could do first aid, but again, I don't know, maybe I'll just get it if I stay here and they keep surrendering to me. But I'm just gonna stay where I am and keep shooting, really. I mean, I'm in a good position. Oh, there's another one limping away. Hey, my guy, you made it back? Well, I love it. You know what? We'll give some first aid now. You are not that stressed, actually. Unknown whereabouts. I'm really hoping that's the field hospital. Because, you know, that's where I escorted him back to. Keep on shooting, anybody. Look at him. Look at him. Get him. Get him out of here. Keep pushing them back. Bad mood removed. Beautiful. Change to medium stress. Oh, good. His stress went down. Excellent cover added. Enemies on the flank removed. Bad mood removed. Our mood went up in the middle of a firefight. How ridiculous is that? The soldier's bleeding is almost stopped. I won't need much longer. Next turn. Again, I'm just going to stay. Hey, the trench is ours. We're good. Just have to hold it. Make sure they keep leaving. Bit of the Frenchie down. Did you get him? I have stopped the bleeding. Hopefully. I mean, I don't know. I'm not escorted them back, but they've all surrendered. So hopefully that return to the trench. Leave. Aha! About the prisoner. Brilliant. This is how we get it to come up. Can I escort... Do you think I can escort all 3 of them back and not fail for having none of my squad here? How do you think that was going to go? What do you reckon, folks? Do we escort 2 or 3? I mean, the prestige, hopefully, will be fantastic. Let's... let's take Fortunate back as a prisoner. How's that for a name choice for you? We'll send Hunt. Everyone's exhausted, but there's not really much we can do about that. I genuinely want to know, if I leave nobody here, what's going to happen. I mean, there'll be no squad to return to. Oh, that's just, it's too much. I don't know if I can do it. Do I escort the last prisoner? I'm going to keep him here because although it doesn't really say I've got a duty anymore here. I'm gonna do it and see what happens. This is extremely stupid, by the way, folks, and I understand. I also understand I'm playing on hard mode, and I should be playing much better than this, but I can't resist. All of you escort back prisoners. I truly don't know what's gonna happen. I truly don't. I think I may have just broken the game. Escort Meg to the field hospital. Covering fire for coverboat mail. Fire monitoring routes. I think I've broken it. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Oh, I'm back. I'm not back. We showed them we are victorious. 3 hurrahs for the Kaiser. I'm back! I don't know where I am. Oh, I'm somewhat back behind the line. I didn't get any prestige for that. He's fleeing to the military hospital. I do not know what I just did to the game. But, yeah. Let's, I don't know. Yeah, let's take some cover. I truly don't know what just happened. And like I said, though, I didn't get any prestige. I didn't actually escort back any of those prisoners. I'm a little bit upset by that. Change the light stress to medium stress. Out of breath removed. It's amazing what being in the void can do for your soldier's health. Let's go back to camp. Oh, I think I definitely found a bug in the game. Let's see how we're doing. Come on. I mean, come on. Where's the love? I got 3 prisoners. Back to the void or something. I have no idea, really. Come on, bud. How can we help you? The latrine is filled to the brim. Someone should take care of it before we overflows. Mail, my man. How you doing? Are we on very low or low? Very low. Oh, I thought we went up to low. Good recovery added. Bad recovery added. So... let's be honest. I only just managed to not have him die last time. And even if I recover him, he's probably going to run away anyway. But we'll see what we can do. Menk does have good recovery, however, so I'm happy with that. Let's see what's going on. Victory is first and foremost the result of a good strategy, but why am I telling you this? It's clear that as an under-officer, you have little idea about these things. Redouble your efforts. But no jobs. I love it. I think my prestige just went up. So many dead and wounded. We'll look after your 2 men, but our resources are limited. Schmidbauer has developed a severe fever. I don't know how I feel about that. Yes, I do now have low prestige. Rats everywhere. Is there anything else? Supply is running low. Of course it is. So, I've never, ever seen anyone come back from a fever. And I truly think it's a lost cause. However, why I'm not going to do it. Latrine duty. Oh, wait, I've only got 3 guys. Oh, yeah. No, that's good. 3 guys. Oh, no, wait. Damn it. Yes, I was looking the wrong... I thought I had 4 guys. Well, that's not going to work. I won't be able to assist in the hospital. Unless I don't do pest control for a turn. Tough choices. Tough choices. And everyone is, of course, close to collapse. Fail. I need, oh, what's his name? Linux. That's the guy I need. He never complains. Yeah, I'm going to assist in the hospital. I think that is going to ruin their compassionate stance a little bit. But Mail's getting latrine duty because Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, I don't think it's worth putting a guy on it. But I think it is worth assisting in the hospital to lower their numbers a little bit. We'll see what happens. Oh, straight through. I was quietly writing in my tent. Yep. Sound of busy activity in camp gradually died down around me. Hunt was in their midst. Why is he always delivering the bad news? I mean, God, Hunt, take a break. You're going to give yourself mental problems. I went to the field hospital to visit Schmidbauer. Schmidbauer died. Some lowered their heads, but many of their eyes were now on me. Yeah, pretty much. Although, you say that on 3 guys. Yeah, no. I should get another guy, I think, this turn. I openly mourned his loss. I primarily wanted to be there for my remaining soldiers, especially at this moment. But their fellowship and comfort undoubtedly carried me through this difficult time as well. Schmidbauer may no longer be with us, but his absence would only bring us closer together. The lieutenant had summoned me and was waiting for me with serious expression and folded arms when I entered his tent. Uh-oh. He greeted me curtly, while his gaze seemed to be skeptically assessing the neatness of my uniform. But he got straight to the point. Your performance as an under-officer is extremely unsatisfactory. This does not change in the foreseeable future. I will have no choice but to demote you back to common soldier. I beg your pardon, I vow to do better. I will vow to do better. I will do everything I can to make it up to you, I announced. The lieutenant raised an eyebrow in surprise. For a moment, the corner of his mouth twitched upwards in satisfaction. Well, I hope so, Herr Unterofficer. For your own sake. With these words, he dismissed me. The lieutenant liked to exaggerate in his statements, but this time he had seemed rather serious. If I didn't want to lose my rank and command of my soldiers, I should probably work on satisfying the lieutenant in the near future. We are on low prestige, though, which is interesting. Grief added, somewhat jaded added. Negative events, collapse. Oof. Change to tired. Who did we get? Where are you? Where are you? No, that's Meg. The whole group is exhausted. Maybe they'll give us a break. Is there anything else? I've been released from the hospital, Herr Unterofficer. Still a bit bruised, but I'm feeling a lot better. The rest will surely heal soon. We've got the hospital down 1 level. Where's Manugo? Oh, I didn't give the people extra rations. Damn it, I missed that one. Wolfgang Con, my name. I was assigned to your group. It's an honor to serve. Look at that motivation. What are your orders? How can we help you today? I come from Upper Silesia, from Ratibor. We manufacture everything. Steel, cigars, soap. We even have a railroad workshop. Everyone knows who I am, and especially who my father is. I like that, being someone. I don't know what else to say about it at this moment. Family! We're a big family, and we are doing well. My father is my greatest role model, and I want to make him proud. One day, I want people to respect me the way that he is respected. I suppose to keep living at home for quite a while yet. I had no intention of moving out. I wanted to follow in my father's footsteps, apprentice with him and take over the business someday. Now I'm out here all alone. I miss my family very much. I don't know what else to say about this moment. What's the point? Let's check his stats. He is very tolerant. He is completely by the book. Somewhat patriotic. Very courageous. Very compassionate. And fairly diplomatic. Okay, positive events increased. I like that. Grief increased. I don't like. Grief massively increased on camera, but I'd hate that. Double rations removed. Changed to lightly wounded. Hospitals slightly full, but not fully full. And transfer ward. Bigger rations. Leave. Let's get you bigger rations so you get double rations and get properly fed. Mail. Bigger rations. That's 3 of them. Where's the other Mink? You're actually one of my best soldiers at the moment. Bigger rations. Leave. You need help, I know. I'm doing what I can, but I'll never be able to get the rats under control on my own. You're gonna have a go at me for making Cummerbund collapse? What's his recovery, though? Oh, I suppose he doesn't really have recovery because he's not wounded. That's alright. Let's get him big rations as well. I can do that for a collapsed soldier. Bigger rations. Let's go visit the headquarters. And tell me, you have some jobs for me. These villagers are suspect. I keep hearing stories of attacks by Frank's terrors on our comrades along the front. Please don't have anything else. I am... The war will be over by Christmas. I'm not going to ask for a favor, because that is not going to happen, is it? Patrol the village. You are both fairly compassionate. That's good. I think I'm going to have to risk pest control again. I mean, I have to get my guys to rest, otherwise they're going to collapse as well. What? I also might not have any food left. So, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. We are in a neutral mood. That's good, at least. Hopefully, I get another soldier again, because we should have 6. The lieutenant had demanded that I accompany the patrols through the village personally, to make sure that everything was in order. When Menk and I arrived, the mood in the village was even more... Yep, that's the guy. Was even more brooding than usual. The villagers were sullen, and no wonder. Madame LaRoche had told us that they'd been recently received dire news. 2 of their men had been killed in battle. The women fell silent when they saw us, with no more than cold, angry looks for a greeting. What few children were out playing did little more than listlessly kicking an empty tin around. The mood seemed to affect Menk as well. Compassion crept into his eyes, and he slowed his steps. He reached into his pocket to produce a little block of chocolate. I followed his uncertain gaze over to the children. I will encourage him. I think this might be a bad idea, but I'm hoping it's not. Mank didn't hesitate and wandered over to the kids. When he held out the hand with chocolate, curiosity drew them nearer. But the gathered women quickly called their children back before they could take a piece. Then the mothers cast us dark looks and hissed something in French that made it quite clear that it was time for us to move on. We tried. That's all I'm going to say, is we tried. All gone, sighed the man on the other side. This is not what I need right now. He was also an under-officer. His group was camped next to ours, and our men often spent their free time together. A rat infestation had destroyed the group's food stash almost completely. You don't say. I know you have to look out for yourselves too, but he visibly shrugged to get to the next sentence out. Could you and your troops perhaps give us some supplies? I will see what we can spare, because it means he will help us out in the future. Although, I might now have starving soldiers. Infinite relief was written on his face and posture, even though the shame was still visibly weighing on him. He thanked me with few words, but noticeably from the bottom of his heart, and promised to repay me appropriately for his generous act in the future. How about the next day? Will that get you? Oh, we're all the way up to good mood, and our prestige did also go up. Good weather, beautiful sunshine, that's what you need. Negative events removed. Double rations added. Changed down to strained, I like that. Positive events also always decrease. Good recovery removed, because no longer lightly wounded. Somewhat jaded has also been removed. Sunny has been added. We are out of food. Good mood added. Change to no food supplies. Surely that should... Our food stocks are nearly depleted. I can keep the men on their feet with what I still have left. Your men are exhausted. I'd like to give them larger portions to take them. That's impossible. Pest control. Surely we shouldn't have a pest problem anymore because we have no food. I mean, surely I've sorted it in a roundabout way. And secondly, eat the rats. That's what I'm saying. Eat the rats. Our comrades in the trenches soon. Make sure your people are ready when the time comes. We have a few prisoners of war. Till then, they're my responsibility. So I have to guard some captives. And I didn't get my 5th soldier. Right, so how do we want to do this? But I feel like there's no point in pest control. I don't have any food, so. Next shipment. Few more weeks. Additional provisions will grant me bad juju from von Karsbrook. There's still enough left for you to grab extra if you need it. I'm going to make it an option. But I believe it's a yes. It's a bad juju with von Karsbrook. On the other hand, stealing food from the villagers, which I've never done before, I'd like to add. Oh, everyone's very compassionate. Well, Mail and Menk, you're on the job. Just, I don't want to hear about it. And then guard some captives. We're going to have to do. Our guys are very much still near collapse. However, neither of these jobs are actually tiring. So hopefully we can get through. We have going to the trenches in 2 turns. Let's keep pumping up that morale. There's those two. Bank. Get your morale back up as well. Colin is just... I mean, we'll give him bigger rations just so he helps recover a bit faster. And, oh yeah, one's in the hospital. Although, I can, in fact, speak to this guy because he's only collapsed. Hear that? Did you hear that? I'm his favourite Herald officer. Love it. I hope this doesn't give us bad thing because I'm not actually doing it. So hopefully... Someone wants to talk to me. Sight of armed soldiers in our village is always unsettling. But your soldier Con behaved very decently on his patrol. Please tell him I'm very grateful. We have too little food in our stocks already. Okay. Please leave now. Didn't think she was going to give me some more food. Let's go and improve his life. I'm going to praise. More positive events. Fantastic. This gives me a little hope. Maybe we can live side by side peacefully and my efforts haven't been in vain. Well, folks, we're just about clawing our way through this one still. All the way through with no events. Ooh la la. And we've got another soldier. Linux! Linux! You fantastic man, where are you? Come back here. Under officer, right? I am Peter Linux. I love this guy. I'm from Augsburg. You probably know it, don't you? A big city in the Kingdom of Bavaria. We live there together in a small workers' flat, which corresponds geographically in large parts to the present-day German state of Bavaria, was under the rule of the Bavarian kings between 1806 and 1918. During the First World War, as part of the German Empire, the Bavarian army was deployed on the Western Front, as well as the Hungarian, Russian, Palestine, Syria, and Ukraine. Wow. Augsburg is a city full of workers. Until a few years ago, we still had many textile factories. In recent years, however, the workers seem to be switching more and more to brick production. You can see a lot of misery on the streets of Augsburg at the moment. The workers from the factories have never had much, but now it's getting worse. Nothing else. How about your family? Yeah, Fram stuff is still waiting for the address. Very much so. I haven't felt I should be asking von Karsbrook for any more favors at this point. My sister Emma and I grew up with our older sister Maria and her husband Fritz. I am very grateful to Maria and Fritz for taking us in. We didn't have much, but we had each other. Fritz taught me the bricklaying trade, a good, honest profession, and at least slightly better pay than the work in the textile factory that my parents and my sisters used to have to get by on, and also less dangerous. I'm glad that I didn't have to work in the textile factory myself as a child. It's really frightening to see, Herr Underofficer, how our families at home are faring at the moment. At least we have food and warm clothes here, but there they'll soon lack everything. Well, grant you a reward for... Oh. Have I already given you extra rations, or can I not give you extra rations? The latrine is filled to the brim. I can't grant extra rations at this point because we have no food. Oh, we do actually. We have low food supplies. Wait, that's very strange. Don't tell me. We still have rats? Uh-huh. Supplies, finally, we almost ran out. I'll only give about half rations for the time being. No, you won't. Hey! Hey, you don't give my people half rations. You give them full rations. I demand it. Go to the trenches next turn. Somebody else wants something. Von Karlsbruck. Can I do you a favor? The field laundry can't keep up with demand. Yeah, we're not looking... We're all the way up on low prestige. We're actually doing quite well on that. Performance leaves a lot to be desired. Until then, we can expect more group assignments. Did that give us one? Yes. Guard duty. Right. So, how are we looking? How are we looking? How are we looking? Delay will have consequences. Wash clothes, ward off all sorts of ailments, be it lice, trench foot, or bad mood. So that probably won't help my people if I don't wash their clothes. Right, so guard duty is a must. And it is mildly tiring, so... Oh, Colin, you're in a brilliant shape. And... I think, actually. And then I think pest control. Although I really would like Hunt to get some rest. Tough choices. Tough choices. I'm going to change this round a little bit. You and you are going to get that. Guard duty is going to go to yourself. Whoops. And latrine duty. Male is dodging it this turn. I'm going to give it to Con because, quite frankly, he loves me. And we're going to see what happens if we skip laundry duty for a turn. And hopefully, we get rid of the pest. We're going to the trench next turn. There's always that as well. The soldier Linux was small but sturdy, and evidently didn't mind doing whatever needed doing. He took on even the most unpleasant tasks without complaint. Saw when help was needed somewhere, and lent a hand. One morning, I saw Linux working on a task that I was sure I'd assigned to Male. I approached him. Next time? No, it's good that you're helping your comrades. That's what I'm going to go for. Men like you are what we need here, Linux. Grinned and replied. We have it good here. Everyone has something to eat and we have warm clothes. Our families back home are much worse off. We spoke briefly about the families at home and the duties here at the front before I moved on. This soldier had obviously seen a lot. Everything stayed about stable. Obviously, oh yeah, there are no jobs. Meager rations added. I'm very upset by that. Pitiful rations. Because I didn't get to control the rations. And that is going to follow me into battle. Or into the trench, anyway. Change to low food supplies. Good removed. Good mood removed. Good removed mood. Yep. Negative events added. Tired removed. Well, that's good. Negative events decreased. That's also good. Change to meager rations. And negative events increased. Yeah, see, I don't like that. Always adjust quickly to the size of rations. I don't like that at all. Don't tell me. To the front. Have your people ready. It's back to the trenches, Herr Unterofficer. And back to our first trench phase of this playthrough. Let's see how well we can get... Oh, look, we've got a lovely little dugout. Nice bit of cover. We need to fetch rations. That is very important. And where's Von Karlsbruck? Oh, he's back here. I have received some discarded construction plans from our pioneers. I am convinced that we should carry them out after all. That's why I'm ordering you to take care of them. Choose 2 of the smaller structures and complete them before you are withdrawn from the trench. And that is it. We go back to camp in 12 turns. Let's go back to the dugout. So we need to fetch rations. Let's look at defensive positions. We can build a defensive position. And we can set up barbed wire. That will take 3. That will take 2. I'm going to remove that one for a second. There should be... Oh, is that it? Those are actually my only 2... Oh, no, there you go. I knew there'd be another defensive position somewhere. I just have to find it. Set up barbed wire. Set up ladders is a good one. That only takes a single person. and set up barbed wire again. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go... Oh, I can just about get there. I am going to take that off for now. And I'm going to try and get this done in the first go. Get me some of that prestige. So we have 4 jobs that need doing, 1 guy that does not look very well. So, set up ladders. We'll give that to... Unlikely to get you injured. Nick. Fetch rations. Give that to Menk and... Oh wait, we need 2 people on this. 1 sec. Actually, that's going to be you 2. And you're going to go get my rations. And Hunt. Hunt. Loving the glasses on Colm. Look at him. Fantastic. Hunt, how can I help you? I need a break. I'm completely spent. A few days of recovery in the camp would do me a lot of good, if you allow it. I've never done this, and I don't quite know what the results are going to end up being. Let's find out. I'll start packing immediately. So he's going to go recover in camp. I don't know how long for, but we'll find out. And so that's going to be this turn. I'm getting these out of the way because we have no orders from Von Carswell. Tick. There goes the singular day. On. The trench was directly hit during the shelling at night. The debris is blocking the passage. My recommendation would be to clear it up immediately, but that is of course your decision, Herr Unterofficer. Yes, it is. Mail, don't tell me you're completely spent. We'll come back to you. Give me a second. Someone wants to talk to me. We need more space here. Reinforcements for ammunition as the basis for our future victory. You are to order some people to help our pioneers dig more bunkers. Yeah, that'll be it. Let's go. That's fine. I see you have decided in favor of 2 buildings. Not the choice I would have made, but then I should have specified that, shouldn't I? Keep the building plans. If you have the capacity, you can continue to work on them. Good. No more average prestige! Von Karlsbruck doesn't completely hate us anymore. Huzzah! 3 cheers for the Kaiser! No prestige removed. Rations for 2 days removed. Oh, he went down to strength. That is fantastic. I wonder if we can... I guess we can't really order him back. Let's hide all of those. Oh, we do want someone to fetch some ammunition. And then we want someone to dig some bunkers. Again. Okay, yeah, and that's the collapsed bunker. Okay, that'll take 3 people, I assume. Yes. I'm just going to leave it there at the bottom. It's not a necessity. Not a necessity, but we'll leave it there as a reminder that we need to rebuild that emplacement if we can. Mail. You can go recover in camp. Don't know how many turns again that's going to be, but we'll find out. Oh, Hunter is technically still here. And then we want to dig bunkers. It's an exhausting job, unfortunately. So that'd be Con and Linux. Linux's the guy. Linux's always been the guy. Fetch ammunition. We don't actually have low ammunition, but I think we should do it just anyway. Because you never know when the French will turn up. What happened? Are the French here? Am I down to 3 soldiers? The rats have been bothering us for days now. The shelter assigned to us was particularly badly affected, as there seemed to be more and more of them. At night, they crawled into our shirts and trousers, nibbled at our fingertips, and bit into our hair. Linux seemed to be particularly affected. With a pale face and bloodshot eyes, he said to me, Herr Unterofficer, I can't sleep a wink because of the rats. Is there nothing we can do about them? Let's go rat hunting. Yes, that is exactly what I'm thinking of doing. Only building the reinforcements on the construction on one side. The only thing the only thing I might do on the other side is rebuild the trench. But even then, not necessarily. Defensive positions. Yeah, there's nothing else I can... Oh, there is. Ooh. Very nice defensive position there. Let's put that on the list. Again, not potentially gonna happen. We'll find out. Another communication trench collapsed. Gather your shovels and men. You have to rebuild it as soon as possible. Really? Delay will have consequences, as will not hunting rats, I imagine. And I assume that somebody else is having a bad time. Linux, I need a break. I'm completely spent. I can't really, although I do intend on hunting rats this turn. How long till these guys come back? Hank, Colin, oh, they've actually have disappeared from the trench now. I'm gonna have no one here, basically. Recovering camp. I don't know how long they take to come back. I don't know if they have to get all the way down to being, like, completely not tired anymore. And let's go rat hunting. Obviously not repairing the communication trench will have an effect, down to low prestige. Con, we're running low on ammunition. Hunt, you're back. Reporting back from my breaking camp, Herr and Officer. Rested and ready for orders. Cool, so we should get Mail back next turn and Linux back the turn after. That being the case... hang on here, let's see what he's got. Do as I tell you. I'm giving you orders and not requests. Yes, but you give me too many. And deliver a message. So how do you want me to get my 3 guys to do 4 guys worth of jobs, I ask you? Deliver a message. We have nobody who's fast. But I am going to send somebody who is completely by the book. So we can't maintain trenches, so we may as well go and fetch that ammunition. We'll send Hunt to do that. And yeah, it will have consequences. I'm going to lose yet more prestige. But that's okay. We'll get another person back next turn. Hopefully Menk might even recover a little bit. Who knows? But probably not. Because he's in reserve. He's not actually... Do you ever get to the point... He got worse? He wasn't even doing anything! Yeah, we're running low on ammunition. I just got you some ammunition. They have a sniper in the area. You're also very tired. This is all true. What's up? Ah, right, everyone's hiding. Got it. Reporting back from my break, Herr Unterofficer. Tommy, we're low on food. Something is going on in the French trenches. Someone should take a closer look. Okay, we've got 4 guys back. We need to... I just went and sent someone to get ammunition. I'm very upset with that. And of course then there's a sniper, making everything else difficult as well. So, we want nothing from von Karlsruhe. We're so close to the enemy and yet we're just waiting. Sooner or later we'll have to fight. I have to say I prefer sooner. You order it, of course I'll go out here on us, but I'd rather not. That is an order. I need to try and get all of my guys to go out. Really? ... Well, I trust it's worth it, Herald Officer. It is an officer. It is. It is important. That's suicide! No chance, never. I'd rather be court-martialed than walk my death out there. Enforce obedience. No need to be hasty. I will do as you command. Please, God Almighty, be with me. I hope so. So, we're going to have a couple guys maintaining trenches, which will be Linux, and will be... I'm going to go... Call. Oh, wait, we need 3 people. And so that leaves... fetching ammunition. Because, quite frankly, we need ammunition. If we passed recon, we could get bonus points with von Karlsruhe. But I'm not risking that, and that's extremely dangerous. And we'll see what happens. Dick! How did we do? Please don't tell me someone collapsed. They didn't, that's good. We've also got our guy back. We are still under heavy fire. Does, however, mean... reporting back from my break in camp. An artillery strike has fallen in the middle of our trench. The debris is now blocking the direct route through the trench. If you ask me, Herald Officer, there are still plenty of paths around it. Good to know. And so what that basically means is I'm going to undo that. Take that off my screen. We can build things in this direction. We don't need to fetch ammunition, but we might end up having to. This is the one that's collapsed. It'll be rebuild the emplacement. I think we're going to do that before the defensive position, if I get round to it. What that does mean is Linux okay, Colin is okay, Menk is not. Mail and Hunt also okay. So where's Menk? Menk! Menk, my dear man, why can't I click on you? No, I don't want to assign a task. I want him to have to go back to camp. Interesting. We do need to fetch rations and ammunition, but I think they'll both wait a turn. So I'm going to hold up in the bunker for now. Now our trenches, on the other hand, are starting to look bad. The bombardment has finished. We do need lots of stuff, though. Not far from here, part of the trench has been hit. Now offers the enemy a direct opening. Let them come if you ask me, Herald Officer. We'll just ambush them elsewhere. Okay, Linux. We're running low on ammunition. And on Tammy, we're running low on food. So many rats everywhere again. We could hunt them again. One day they should hopefully all be eradicated. And Linux. We hardly have anything left to eat. Yes, those are my priorities. So that collapsed bit of trench. That is not here. I assume then that was here. Yes. Reach by there. Put that on the list again. I feel like it's not going to get done. How can I help you, von Carlsberg? You've had quite a battering. Of course, everything has to be rebuilt. Get it done before you're taken away again. So organize your time well. Okay, repair destroyed positions. We have time to do this until we are withdrawn. Do we have time? I mean, really? I want to send a guy back to camp. Yeah. Which means... I mean, I do want to send Menk back to camp, but if I do that, I might fail to get things rebuilt. It's very tiring. I think if I don't, he's going to collapse. Yeah, I might have to risk it. He will be gone for, what, 3 turns? So we will have to rebuild something when he's back. Recovering camp. He's going to have to, otherwise he stays up, I think he stays up for 2 turns. I have 6 turns left. Let's... Hopefully von Carlsberg stays on light duties for me. He's got... Yep, nothing for me again. Con, how you going? French have been busier than usual lately. I have a bad feeling about this. Make sure they don't surprise us. We're apparently again on low... We always need to get ammunition. I am, however... I'm not going to go on recon. I am going to rebuild one of the emplacements. We're going to rebuild the second one, I think, first. You, and you. And I am actually going to go and fetch more ammunition. And let's see how that ticks us along. Don't know what they're doing, and I don't much mind about that. On! You need a break. Can I get you, if possible, to rebuild the other trench? We'll get that done. Can you fetch me some ammunition, please, Colin? And last, and I will send you back next turn. I promise you. What's the point? Yeah, if I can get this done, hopefully I can get my prestige back up to the average. Mank. Reporting back from my break, Herald Officer. Repair destroyed positions. All of them? I mean, I've got these ones done. Don't think it was too much of a gamble. I do have to repair this one. Right. I mean, he was, you know, yeah, he wasn't great, I'll admit. A recovering camp. We are going to need to fetch rations. We don't need to fetch ammunition this time, so that means we can get our last part rebuilt. And we can get the rations as well. And that will be all the destroyed positions repaired. Let's go and do that. Again, I'm hoping for a lot of prestige from this. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Yes, son of a... Didn't quite make it. Meg, how you doing? Hunt collapsed while working. Damn it. We lost Hunt. Nick, you need a break. Right. Von Karsbrook still doesn't have any jobs. Well, this is going very interesting. Yeah, you can go back to camp. Do it. I have 2 people, although I should get on back next turn, I think. We have 2 people waiting. Don't need any ammunition or anything. That's all good. We'll see how that goes. Need to get past one more day. Menk, what can I do for you? We're running low on ammunition. Is there anything else? Now there are so many rats everywhere again. We could hunt them again, or we could not. And apparently our trenches have been filled full of rain. I have a 2-man army. We'd survive. Headquarters. Nothing from Von Karlsburg. Now, what do we want to prioritize? I can drain the trenches. I can hunt some rats. Or I can go and fetch some ammunition. I think I'm going to drain trenches and hope the French aren't coming over the horizon. Water collecting the trenches is not only unpleasant but also a health risk. Constantly wet feet lead to trench foot. Who knows how many latrines, rat nests, and corpses this water has seeped through before being collected here. You know, do I in fact attempt to just ignore it and see if I get through one turn? Yeah, I'm actually thinking I'm going to send one guy to go get ammo just in case they attack. And yeah, I'm just going to see if we can just leave. I mean, I left this place in very good condition. Reporting back from your break. Rested and ready for orders. Tell your people to stop packing. Our release force was diverted. For a few more days in... Ah, that's just rude. Now I have problems. We're running low on ammunition. Just send someone to the camp soon to get more. Even though I just sent someone to get ammunition, we're still low on ammunition. It makes no sense in my opinion. Although I'm assuming they don't actually go because we start getting artillery shelled. How are you guys doing? Holmes good. He's just come back. You're okay. You're not very okay. Mail. You need a break. Can I not send you back to... Recover in camp. Except, that's your job, to go and recover in camp, so stop complaining. Alright then, looks like we do have a few of the jobs we're going to have to do. It's hard to rest under constant artillery fire. I feel like I have to go and get ammunition. I'm not sure. I'm gonna... That is an order. And Menk.
That is an order. Yes, really. I am going to get them to drain those trenches. We should have Linux back next turn. Then we'll have Mail back turn after. The constant rotation works okay. Yeah, we've got one more back. Then, of course, one is exhausted. Linux, back from your break. What else have you got? We need ammunition? Yes. Colm! Not far from here, part of the trench has been hit and now offers the enemy a direct opening. That's quite alright. Linux. I think I kind of need to assign all three of them. But I'm a little bit of menk. Yeah, I'm just going to assign Linux a job. We need ammunition, Linux. We need ammunition. Covering camp. The other two can hold up. That's an order. Recover at camp. Leave. I'm just two-man squad gambling this the whole way. But at least I'll have some ammunition. Or hopefully I'll have some ammunition. We have ammunition! Huzzah! Linux. An artillery strike has fallen in the middle of our trench. The debris is now blocking the direct route through the trench. There are still plenty of paths around it, and I couldn't agree more. Okay, I thought we would have had mail back by now, but that's obviously next turn. We are no longer under artillery fire. We have rations for 2 days, but we only need to last 1 day. I'm gonna leave it and see what happens. Oh, we actually went straight down to no food. What happened to 2 days worth of rations? Please tell me we're going to be... Pack your things. We were relieved. We're going back to camp. Huzzah! Ladies and gentlemen. Huzzah! So we have made it back to camp. I think on that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to leave the stream there. I don't think I'm going to get to the end of it unless this becomes about a 6-hour stream, which is a little bit long for me, I'm afraid. And so, we're doing okay. I think we're really doing okay. Let's just, out of curiosity, see how this phase begins. Oh, just a normal phase. So yeah, like I said, I think we're doing okay. We have almost 6, well, we do have 6 soldiers. We should have Cummerbund back soon. Hunt should hopefully not be too far behind. I can keep plying them with food because they've only gone and collapsed. They're not actually injured. And yeah, we'll see what happens next time. We will basically be finishing this off in a stream that will be in 2 weeks' time because I have real life stuff next week. I know that thing called real life, a terrible thing, but unfortunately we do have to dip back into it every once in a while. And so yeah, when we come back, and I'm actually hopeful. I'm hopeful for this playthrough. I really am. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And so until next time, thank you all as always very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for keeping me company in the chat. And so until next time, as per always, it just leaves me to say, stay safe, stay happy,